AD has approved KC-1400 collective. Everybody want to hear me say that? This is what it's all about. They're around. They are supporting. The money is going directly to our student athletes. They're signing deals. They have contracts. Let's do it. I mean, without this collective, we won't be successful. We won't be able to sustain our student athletes. I mean, 1400 Collective have done a really, really good job of keeping a lot of our athletes here. You know, if you saw them sign a lot of our athletes, but we got to do our part. So I know after today, we're going to click that 1400 Collective. We're going to give one of those tiers, and we're going to make sure that we give to this collective so we continue to give to our student athletes and support them and give them what I need.
Jackson State has a collective full throttle. They have a collective full throttle. And I mean, like, so they, you know, we won the national championship in 2023, and we were slowly but surely trying to get our collective going. Jackson State won it this past year. Their collective is full throttle. Like, it is full throttle. They don't want to lose. They didn't want to lose anybody. And they went full throttle. And I mean, that's you correct if I'm wrong. That's what happened.
That's what happened. Dizzle, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on? Ken, how you doing?
Man, I am wonderful. I'm wonderful. How y'all doing, Tiger Nation? Happy Monday. Manic Monday. You know what time it is. Just another Manic Monday.
I never heard that song before, Ken.
You never heard that?
No, not. Maybe you do it in the right key, brother. I get it. Give it to me. Who's singing? What up, KT Dub?
I don't know the name, but y'all know. Is Alanis Morissette? Is that what her name? Is that just another Manic Monday? Oh, I wish it was Sunday. Oh, that's not fun. Oh,
and that's where it goes.
Hey man, that's what I remember. Look, whether it go like that or not, that's how it go in my head.
Okay.
Coach Lewis, how you doing, Coach? How you doing? I'm doing
Coach
well,
Lewis. Man. How you doing, Coach?
Yeah, that is a classic. Yeah, TD being funny over here, man. And listen, as you guys come in, if you're watching on YouTube, like we always say, hit that like button, hit the share button, comment, subscribe to the channel, join the page. If you're watching on Facebook, what up to the Facebook crew, Facebook family. Just be sure while you're watching on Facebook, go to your mobile device.
Yeah.
Pull up KC-1400 Media on YouTube. Hit that like button. Turn that notification bell on. If you're on X.
Where is it? Where's it like?
It's on there. Just go over there. It's on there.
It's on there.
Yeah, it's on there. It's on there. Hope everybody had a great Easter weekend. He is risen. He should be living in you, as you, every day. Not just one time a year. You know, we got, that's the ultimate goal. That's right, TD. It was written by Prince and sung by Bangles.
Whoa.
I know that. I love that part right there, man.
I'm gonna make sure I pull it up just for that, man. I'm gonna learn it. We gonna sing it together, Ken. Well, come on, baby. Yeah, that's what.
Man, I just got finished watching Kobe and Kobe with Coach TC Taylor. Sat down. Enjoying it, man. Proud of them brothers, man, doing their thing in the podcast space. Y'all go check. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe. They're a little over 400. They're a little over 400 subscribers, and we're gonna get them over 1,000, man. Y'all keep doing that good work, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing the good work and keep doing what you're doing. And just make sure you know what I'm saying? When it's time to lock in, they're gonna lock in.
Right.
They're gonna lock in. We know that, man. But a lot has happened, man. A lot has happened over the weekend. We did not have a live show on Friday, but we were here on Wednesday, and we'll be here all 3 days this week, barring no unforeseen changes. This is NFL draft week. This is the week that a lot of these guys have worked their behinds off, TD, to get to this week right here, man. Thursday is gonna be Thursday's going to be day one, man. And then you got day two where you get second and third rounders. And then on Saturday, you're going to have rounds 4 through 7. We have hopes of multiple Jackson State Tigers getting drafted in this draft. Yes, we are counting the likes of Travis Hunter. Yes, we are counting the likes of Shador Sanders. Yes, we are counting the likes of Cameron Silvercrest. Yes, we are counting the likes of Shiloh Sanders. Most importantly, we need Robert McDaniel to come off that board.
One of them going to the Broncos.
We need Irv Mulligan to come off that board, man. And listen, this could be a monumental year for you. Listen, I know folks gonna say they don't play, they play at college. I don't care nothing about that. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger, right? They played in this stadium right here, bro. They played in the vet, and y'all know what time it is, man. So I love favorite time of year. It's like national holiday, man. The draft will be in Green Bay this year. Today is, oh man, rest in peace to my cousin, man. It's been a long time, cuz. Happy birthday, man, to E, man. It's my guy right there, man. Been a long time, man. Long time, man. Goodness gracious.
How you doing, Miss Champion?
Yeah, man. So hopefully you're doing good today, Thelma. Much love you. And tell Fred I said what's up. Kiki, Walt, all of them. Tell them I said what it do. Make sure you send them the link. Tell them to tune in. Come check on your boy, man. And I see him around the way. Hopefully everybody's doing well. But a happy birthday, man, to my boy, man, my boy E. He's a Tars like me, so no wonder we were so much alike. But hey, Dub, you know what? That's true. That's true. We count them all. I think we're at one little 103 right now. We're gonna go all the way to, if we get, just depending on how many get drafted. We know for sure we're gonna have these 4 or 5 of them things coming this week. But TD, I'm excited for those guys, man. They put the work in, and I think it's more important. We know what's gonna happen with the former Tigers, or should I say, the Tigers that played in another uniform. But more importantly, Robert McDaniel coming off that draft board is going to be huge for everything that we're doing and trying to do at the university from an athletic standpoint, from a football standpoint. And I think it's so important, man. So I'll get your thoughts, early thoughts on the draft, and we'll give out some preliminaries, and then we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes of what we want to talk about. Big brother Ray, what's good, baby? What's good, man? So good to see you doing well, man.
What up, Mr. Wolford? How you doing, sir? Like Ken said, man, glad you're up and around, able to tune in. We appreciate you, brother. We've been seeing you in the chat, man. Hope all is well.
Absolutely. Shonda, what's up, baby? Appreciate the membership. Y'all keep them memberships coming. Look, we need more platinum members. If you're a member, become a platinum member. You got to get in that platinum chat. It be going down in the platinum chat. They get all the breaking news prior to the actually hitting the airwaves. So they stress levels a little lower. It's worth it. Trust me.
Man, going on with that space.
Hey, Ray. Hey, we on the way. That's my Spain's partner, y'all. We bust TD and Nook head to the white meat. Oh, my goodness. Didn't lose a game.
It was late.
I don't hear nothing about no late, man. I don't hear nothing about it. So listen, yeah, thank you, sis. I'm going to run to the actual YouTube right now, and I'm actually going to let me pin that to the chat. Make sure you guys get signed up, man, to the collective, man. We definitely we need that. We needs that. Pinned. All right, it's now officially pinned to the chat. So throughout the show, if you haven't signed up, Brother Ray came in with the platinum sign up today. Appreciate you, big dog. We need more platinum members. We need some gold members. We need, we appreciate the digitals, appreciate the bronzes and the golds. And the silvers and everybody that do what they can do every little bit, even the donations. You know what I'm saying? But we all, every little bit contributes to the cause. A great cause, that is, TD. Today is a great day now. It's a great day.
For sure.
Today is a great day. I'm just saying.
Now we got Brother Cube in the house. We got all the celebrities.
Had some folks out there yibbing and yabbing and talking and didn't know what was happening. You remember that saying?
Yeah.
But Al B225, what's good, big brother?
Hey, Al B. How you doing, sir?
What up, Brother Cube? How you doing, man?
Brother Cube checking in.
But yeah, man, a lot. Like I said, a lot has been going on over the past weekend. I must say, it's been a rather interesting weekend. A lot of stuff going on, and so many unpredictable headlines and topics. And the NBA playoffs have kicked off. We're right in the middle of the spring transfer portal. Jay Shaw, I'm gonna say this, man. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of fans in every fan base. As long as y'all don't and when I say y'all, I mean y'all that's not within the base. As long as y'all don't lump everybody into one, I'm good with that. Because everybody wasn't doing that. And I know specifically, we don't get down like that. There are fans that have a mindset. And it's a reason why it's like that. We went through a lot. So you get a lot of folks. We lost a lot of players a few years ago when we had a coaching change, and there was a lot of celebrating going on. So a lot of our fans had a mindset of, hey, next man up. Somebody leave. All right, peace. Wish you well. We're going to celebrate when you become a Tiger. If you leave, we're going to chunk the deuces. That's a lot. That's the mindset of a lot of fans. And we're not in the business of policing fans. Not saying that you're saying that. I'm just saying I didn't see a whole lot of it. Of course, I wasn't really whatever, or we know what kind of role we play in this thing. And I have to say this, TD, we have, being the head of the snake, you know what I mean? For lack of better terms, this collective movement, we have a responsibility when it comes to player engagement, you know what I'm saying? Making sure that the relationships are tight. I stand on principle, and it once a Tiger, always a Tiger in my mind. I always just try to advise the young brothers and sisters, man, even if you do exit with the right, energy, so you don't get no unnecessary stuff coming back your way. You know what I mean? You never want to burn a bridge, and burning a bridge doesn't mean hitting the transfer portal. You don't necessarily burn bridges when it comes to that. But I think, and you're right. We're going to get into that, Jay Shaw. We're going to definitely get into that, the whole little topic of the whole ordeal. Not going to disclose anything that you guys don't already know, but we're going to have some dialogue around it. I just think that people that don't like Jackson State likes to take the worst of what they see and say, y'all did that. And that's just not the reality of it. That's how social media works. And I'm anybody that know me, man, you're not going to put me on nothing that I ain't on. I do enough stuff to have to deal with on my own. We're not going to take on nobody else's transgressions. I'm going to just say that now. But at the end of the day, what we try to do is have enough that have the right energy in the airwaves, and hopefully folks will adopt that. But some people just don't really give a damn about all that, man. TD, you know what I'm saying? Some people just going to be how they going to be. They take it or leave it. They not on the screen, they not talking, they not really giving you a whole lot of their opinions when it comes to that. They just speak what they speak. They feel how they feel. They love what they love. And that's just how it goes. And that happens in every fan base. You got rabid, crazy-ass fans in every fan base. And y'all know we got some crazy fans. I ain't tagging the fans, just telling you that's how it goes. That's sports. Like, I think every fan base has crazy fans that says crazy things and sometimes overstep, be out of pocket or whatnot. But I can tell you like this right here. You damn right we happy that he stayed. And I ain't gonna apologize about it neither. The best anybody got in. Well, just yesterday, y'all was da 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 da. And today, y'all just, you damn right we are. Because we happy about that. We glad brother stayed. It is what it is. But anyway, that's what I have on that. I was just responding to the comment. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Well, again, there's many ways to look at it. People entitled to their decision. And look, everything that rocks for me may not rocks for you. Everything that floats your boat, you know what I'm saying, might not carry mine. But to each their own. I mean, people have choices just like you on your job. I mean, you choose to leave, you choose to stay, And sometimes, you get that pink slip to walk out. So whatever a person's decision is, that's a decision. I mean, we hate to see anybody leave, especially a player of impact. But,
correct,
people entitled to their own opinion. However, we always have their best interest in heart. So we definitely want to speak the truth. You know, as far as making your decision, make sure you weighed all your options, make sure that you have sound thoughts and and went through the process of making that decision before you go. Because a lot of times when you hit that door, at 1400, it normally close shit tight. So that's all it is. I mean, and then here's the thing, kid. We on the screen, but we can't speak for everybody. Them grown people that have their own pages and whatever they choose to do, that's what they do. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna defend it. I ain't gonna try to explain it.
Right. I mean, it is what it is. But we love our players. Like we always say, once a Tiger, always a Tiger. We rock with that.
Absolutely, man. But I gotta say this though. We're not gonna miss the opportunity to talk about the business of college athletics right now. Because there are a lot of fans that don't understand the business of this thing. And the reality of sports right now is you are at all times recruiting your own. You have to continuously recruit your own. If someone's on the team, the coaches have they're tasked with continuing to recruit their own players, at least until this portal closes. At least once it closes, you at least got them for a year, barring no injuries or no one quits or does anything that we can't really speak to.
Which is April the 25th, by the way. Someone asked, when does it close?
Saturday's last day.
April 25th.
And I just got to say this, man. I mean, today is Monday, and so you do more, man. I mean, you absolutely do. Jay Shaw have right on the front lines of it. I have literally written and drawn up every single agreement that is on paper for KC-1400 Collective. Submitted it to our compliance. You're talking to us, so trust me when I tell you, 30+ athletes, understanding the business, understanding the nature of it, and man, there's a lot more to extract from that, and we're gonna touch on some of it tonight for what we can do. But let me say this, and then we'll move forward. I know that this was actually a great thing, TD, because it shocked us. It gave us that little joke. Woke us up a little bit. If you weren't paying attention, what that is. You know what I'm saying? That's what kind of happened. And that's what I was hoping for. You know what I mean? Not necessarily. It worked in probably the best situation that it could have went, TD. Because Coach, I played the video. Coach said we done got fooled. You know what I mean? And I got so much I want to say on this. I ain't trying to shoot my bullets up too quick because I ain't really trying to get into that right now. I got some other stuff I want to touch on before we even go into that topic. But I just y'all stick with us, man. I got a lot on this, bro. I got a whole lot. And I say a whole lot on it. Because I live this, I do this, this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just telling you, this is a different college athletics is different now. They just passed the rules officially today, TD. They just removed 153 rules that's now going to allow. This is the official allowance of universities to directly pay student athletes now. There's a lot of legislation that went into that initially. And it's just it's the business of it. Like it or lump it. There will be some student athletes that will have opportunities. If our coaches, bro, listen to this. If our coaches keep recruiting this top tier talent, 3-star, 4-star kids, you know what I'm saying? And you get them in your program, TD, and you develop them and they become something and they dominate on the level that they're on, TD, they're going to have an opportunity, man, to make some life-changing money. At least some situational changing money. And at the end of the day, they may not go pro, but they may get that, they may get to cash in at the collegiate level. So with that, every situation, and this is what's so crazy about this thing. Every single situation is absolutely different, TD. Every scenario is different. Every family structure is different. Every need is different. Every desire, every aspiration, it's all different. And what works for one may not work for the next. And
so, Ken,
yeah,
I had this for you. And so we, as a I know this is just, saying in the wind, but when do you, as a player, do you roll the dice?
Every time you hit the portal?
Now check this out. What you just said, if you come in 3 or 4 star player, you get developed, you'll have a chance, you'll make some situational money possibly.
Some of them could be 1-year impact players. Some of them can be 2-year impact players.
So what I mean by roll the dice, I mean that someone offer you a bag, 100K, whatever the case may be, 50K. That's life changing for some people. Strongly situational. But your talent is allowing you to get the recognition that you need. And if you take that chance at the bag, I mean, it's a tough decision because you take a chance at that bag and then you get there and you don't hit 7. But you had a possibility of maybe going to the league from where you were, because now you're getting recognition with the different combines and being on television and stuff. I mean,
that's a great point, Jay Shaw. TD, it's such a case by case situation, bro.
Right.
And it's gonna require. Listen, I'm not finna sugarcoat nothing tonight. Not disclosing anything esoteric or nothing like that, but we're gonna talk, and we're gonna continue to talk because this is the nature of the business that we operate in, and it's incumbent that they have good support systems, bro. Because your support system, think about when you was 17, 18, 19 years old, bro. Man, what my daddy said was law. You follow what I'm saying?
For sure.
But I had teammates that didn't know their daddy. My dad, I shared this, bro. My daddy did one of the coolest things in the world that everybody thought my dad was a superhero, man. When I'm playing in Holmes Community College, we playing JUCO ball, we had that Christmas tournament. So during this Christmas holiday, TD, we up there practicing. My dad went and got Christmas cards, bro. Took a $5 bill, bro, and wrote every single one of my teammates a custom letter, because that's how much the man followed what we did, right? And he put it in everybody's locker. And dude, you should have saw that, bro. So that it affected how to be teammates with somebody that don't know their daddy, bro, and you got your daddy, or may not have a strong support system. Kids need that, bro. It takes a village, right? It's a brotherhood, right? So when you're in a situation like that, man, and you just imagine not having that, and you single parent household, man, you and your mom is everything. Your mom's opinion means everything now. Now mama got to be mama and daddy. She got to be lawyer. She got to be advisor. She got to be everything. And sometimes those situations, bro, will dictate, hey, we need this. That little TD, you probably could get 100,000 if you wait 2 years. But mama, the situation and circumstance might be, I got to go get that 30 right now. And all you could do as a fan, bro, is just hope that whatever decision that they make, I want it to work out for them, bro.
Right.
I am not in the business when you got a Jack State Tiger uniform on, I rock with you. But then when you take that Jack State Tiger uniform off, I don't rock with you no more. That ain't how that work. That ain't how that work. That's not good business. But I'm just saying, so because of that, it's gonna cause it to where every situation in this type of situation, we gotta divorce ourselves of the way college athletics used to be. And we gotta get indoctrinated with the new way of doing college football. Like it or lump it, bro. Either you're going to love it and stick with it, or you're going to say, I'm enough for me. I'm going to do like Nick Saban, I'm out.
Right.
But the players are continue. They're going to have players that's going to keep graduating, TD, going to keep getting offers, and it's going to be what it's going to be. So with that being said, man, we're going to come back to it. Let's pause right there. I want to get into get these preliminaries out of the way, man, and just want to make sure everybody know we do have our foundation, Friends of KC-1400 Inc. Our foundation it provides strategic resources and financial support to Jack State University community through collaborative initiatives to stabilize and enhance the viability of our students. We've done a lot. We do a lot through our foundation. If you like to donate to the foundation, you can go to Givelify, and donate, tax deductible. Shout out to all of our channel sponsors. Shout out Rex, Cannon Toyota of Vicksburg. Listen, if you're in the market for a brand new Toyota, brand new Honda Accord, and you just ride down to Vicksburg, man. Holler at Clay Crozier, Billy Crozier, Greg Lindsay. Let them know KC-1400 sent you. 601-835-6100, man. And let them know you're looking for a vehicle. They got it all, man. And they'll get you taken care of, man. Big brother Will Payton, general manager of Cannon Motor, Nissan of Jackson. We got a Meet the Tigers event coming up very soon. We're going to be over at Cannon Nissan, right across the street from the Pilot off Gallatin. We're going to be right over there, man. And we're going to bring our athletes out there, man, our football athletes. And we're going to make sure we make a big deal out of it, just like we did in Vicksburg. Have everybody come out, get some food, man, mix it up, take some pictures. We'll try to get some, we definitely plan on getting some schedules and all that good stuff, man. But listen, if you're in the market for a vehicle in the Jackson area, a Nissan or any type of certified pre-owned or used vehicle, man, go give Will a shout. They booming right now. Will doing a good job. Big supporter of what we do. It keeps us mobile. This is the brother that we go see when it's time for the KC-1400 motorcade to hit the highway, man, and go to them games.
Vroom, vroom.
A few months. Vroom, vroom, vroom. We rolling, baby. Big SUVs on the way. Shout out to Will, man. Absolutely,
man. He on the hill.
Hey, and shout out to Mr. Covington, Impact Tickets. If you're in the market for creating an event, go to myimpacttickets.com. Make sure you do listen, if you are a producer or DJ or some type of, hey, look, why we using Eventbrite? I ain't hating on Eventbrite, but it's a black-owned company. And look, what he does could actually put money back into the system, back into the university, back into the collective. So make sure you guys go to www.myimpacttickets.com, man, and let them host your event. And last but not least, man, we want to shout out Brother Timothy Pope, Brother Terrence Miles. Look, local JSU alums, 601-927-7794. If you got insurance needs, if you're looking for a used vehicle, good used vehicle, they can find what you're looking for. Working on some stuff with them, proud partner of the channel. And we appreciate all that they do, man. Last but not least, man, we on the road to 8K, maybe. We less than 400, we less than 450-ish, you know what I mean? Subscribers away from hitting the 8,000 mark. We're gonna get there, TD. We're gonna get there. Brother Jerome, how you doing, Brother Trav? Appreciate everybody. If you know someone that doesn't know about this great content, we on every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Let them know how to find us. That's right. What's up, Sister Rochelle? How you doing, baby? Y'all get them likes up, man. Hit the like button, share button, subscribe button. And then back to what we were talking about. This is a very important thing because I know there's some people chirping yesterday, day before yesterday, TD. They were chirping. Y'all a little collective. Don't be mad. Y'all ain't have enough to keep him. I saw it all. And I was like, that ain't got nothing to do with that. You don't know what we got. You don't know what we done did. You get what I'm saying? But listen, we trying to get to 500 signups, road to 500 collective members. And we're going to do it. We're going to do it. But what we need you to do is we need you to click that link and find a level that works for your budget and join. That's the thing that's going to keep things shaking and rolling. Y'all see? Hey, listen, man. If you do lose out, TD, I'll say this. In order to lose out on something, you got to be in the game, bro.
Okay.
In order to lose the game, you got to play in the game.
Yeah, okay. Got to be a willing participant.
You got to be in the game to lose it.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is we in the game, baby. We in the game. We ain't waiting. We ain't sitting on the sidelines outside the gate trying to see if we can sign up for the league. We're in the game. We're playing in the game. And you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. But you got to be in the game. And guess what? The big boys lose some too. Joe do. You win some, you lose some.
All the time, man.
That's how that go. So
coming off a Celebration Bowl.
But we can do more. We can do more. I ain't see no tweets today. I ain't see no tweets today. I ain't see nobody talking crazy today.
None?
No, I ain't see it.
Oh.
You know why they ain't talking crazy today, TD?
Why that?
because they know we fighting with a big gun now, and y'all ain't got it. Y'all better get it. Y'all better get it. You heard FAMU, coach. We don't want to lose. We don't want to lose nobody. We want to keep our Tigers. The Tigers that the coaches want to keep, we want to keep them too. And we're gonna do everything we can to make sure we're in the game to play in the game. I'm talking about you hear a rat piss on cotton. I ain't heard nothing today. Everybody was beating on their chest, laughing, ha. Come Monday. That boy put a wolf on Wall Street, TD. Nate went to the mic. They said, I'm not fucking leaving.
Is that what he said?
Hey, how many of y'all see Wolf on Wall Street? Here's the crazy part. I'm the wolf. Oh. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, is it? Ain't no fun. I know it. I know y'all in them little chat groups was talking. I bet, did y'all delete y'all posts? Y'all kept them up. Which one? What y'all do? What y'all do?
Hey, some of the people that talking, did any of those schools beat us last year?
A SWAC school?
I'm whomever was talking.
I'm just saying, Grambling beat us last year.
Okay.
I didn't see none. I'm just saying. I'm just saying now. Grambling beat us last year. ULM don't give a damn. We'll get our revenge back on Grambling in Vegas. I'm just talking about the folk that had so much to say about thinking that it was a celebratory moment, thinking that we found ourselves in a jam. You know what I mean? Where we lost out and yada, 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 whatever the case may be. Here's the beauty of that thing, man. It's not, I just, people don't understand, TD. And I got to say this, I'm being silly, but let me be serious for a minute.
What?
TD, it's the movie, man. You gotta watch Wolf on Wall Street, bro. Come on now. Stay right there for a minute. I'm coming. Y'all knew I was going to get you now. Because they love getting us when it's our turn. Look, we don't mind taking it. We're going to take it. You hit up. Look, we're going to take it. And listen, at the end of the day, we having fun with it, man. But at the end of the day, man, we're excited to that brother Nate wanted to stay. And we're going to talk a little bit about it a little later. I haven't even really got into it yet, but we're going to talk about it a little bit. But I'll say this, man. Shout out to everybody that has signed up, because this is not a I got a chance to fight back thing. This is a we fought back. We had something to fight back with. And TD, we have over 400 folks that have signed up and have invested into this thing. And they trust us with what it is we're doing. And the work is being done and the proof's been the pudding. You see what I'm saying? There have been times where players have decided that they were going to leave. Right?
Right.
And we had to just wave at them farewell. Wish them well. You know what I'm saying? But if you got something that you can circle back. Now, I want to talk about something right now, TD, that ain't got nothing to do with no collective. It ain't got nothing to do with no money. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing other than Jackson State University, Tiger Nation, bro.
Speak on it.
We different, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're different. You know what I'm saying? I know we can point out the few folks that may be a little erratic, say some wild stuff on the net. But I gotta say this, bro. We're different. We're different, bro. We love our stuff. Unapologetically. If Jackson State wasn't what it is, TD, I'm talking about everything that's around this Jackson State thing. We wouldn't be able to do this. I wouldn't be able to do what it is that I do. We do this because of what we are. Because ain't nobody going to keep getting on this screen and doing the work that we're doing, man, if it wasn't yielding any fruit. If people weren't watching, people weren't supporting, people weren't rocking with it. And I'm just saying, bro, it is hard to be inundated in a world where everything that is in the favor of those that look like me and you, bro, is some type of bull junk that's around it. We deal with bigotry, we deal with hate, we deal with discrimination, we deal with so much stuff, bro. But I mean this, family. It's not many examples of a unity, a harmony, of a commonality. And bro, when it's working, TD, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful, man. And this is why this is the secret. I'm gonna tell y'all the secret. Y'all that's listen. Jackson is different, y'all. It's different. Blackest city in America. I get all that. You can call it murder capital, crime, pothole, whatever you want to. We got potholes, man. Yes, we do. You know what I'm saying? And it's but listen to me, man.
Just drive slow.
When you see them, go around it. But this is what I'm saying, man. Like for real. I'm trying to. It's a beautiful microcosm of what could be for the community, bro, when we are in harmony and we just love our stuff, bro, and we just do for us. All right. And this is what happens, TD, when players commit to this university and become a Tiger. There is a love, there is a social support, there is they get wrapped. Listen, bro, they get wrapped and swaddled, bro, in the love of Jackson State Tiger Nation in a way that if you're not used to getting loved on like that, if you're not used to getting supported like that, it's different. It's different. We don't have time to tell y'all. Listen, we joke, we banter, we talk. And you can take it how you want to take it. I understand why people get so frustrated with us. I get why people think we're arrogant, we just love our stuff. And in a world where it's filled with hate, you would never think that people would vilify you for loving your stuff, bro. That's what we do. And I'm sorry, I'm telling y'all, man, when these folks leave, when these players leave, it's different. You go outside, it's different. So we're not selling. It's not about money, folks. We ain't got enough money to really pay nobody, recruit nobody out the portal. But we selling this culture, man. We selling the Jackson State culture that every fan, every JSU Tiger is responsible for. And it just happens organically, bro. If you are a Tiger, it just happens on its own. Listen, bro, this is what I do. It's full time for me now. Okay? You call it cult, you can say, call it whatever tickles your turd. You know, whatever makes your stomach giddy. You call it what you want to call it. I don't give it. That's not our fight. Because you're on the outside looking in, trying to analyze something that you're not a part of, man. And it ain't some cult. You born into this. And it's unfortunate that we live in a world where we so unused to seeing black folk love their stuff. Because the world told you you're supposed to not like your stuff. That's why black men piss on black women, bro. Don't get me started, man. I'm passionate about this. Well, I ain't had one of these moments, TD. I told you, bro. Like I just pause on the transfer portal stuff, bro. I'm just saying, damn, how we bad guys? How we bad? Because we just love our stuff. You see what I'm saying?
But then you said something, man. And you know how I often analyze money and how important it is. Again, we understand some situations, and if you get it and you go somewhere you're not happy, how much is that money really worth at that time?
TD,
do you get the same performance?
I love what you just asked me. That's a great question. You know why, TD? You know what money does for a lot of miserable people, bro?
Go for it.
It distracts your mind from the fact that you're miserable. That's what it do. It gives you unlimited opportunities to take your mind off the fact that you're miserable. But this is what I tell everybody, and I stand on this. Ain't what you know a lot of times is who you know. Boy, relationship capital is the greatest capital on the face of the planet. Now, one thing I will say, I'm going to tell you what I told Nate later on, but that ain't nothing. And I stand on this. This was and he even said, we talked today. For those that don't know, and I'll get into that. You know what I told Nate? I asked him one question.
What'd you ask?
I said, how many years of football you got left? I said 2. When do you graduate? 1 year from graduation, bro. I said, you should be playing at Jackson State this year. And you need to graduate from Jackson State and be a JSU alum. Because when you become a JSU alum, you are connected for life.
Ingrained.
You are ingrained in a network, a real network. So even if you do leave, look, Willis Patrick went to the TCU, but guess what? Willis Patrick is a JSU alum.
Come make the campus.
Look, Niles Gaddy went to Missouri, but Niles Gaddy is an alum.
Come back to campus.
Shane Hooks went to Auburn, but Shane Hooks graduated. He's an alum.
Shane Hook, you can come back to campus.
Rico Powell was hitting the portal, but Rico graduated next month. An alum.
He come back to campus.
Fabo, alum.
Make the campus.
Need I keep going? Shout out to our coaches. Shout out to Coach Owen and say, listen, we're building up. Look, the future of the university is being invested in right now. And it's not just about football, because this is what we know. 99% of all athletes, listen, it's a 99% percentile. 95 to 95% of every single student athlete will go grow pro in something other than the sport that they play in, bro.
You sound like the commercial.
I'm just saying.
Facts.
So with that, Shiloh, alum. I'm just telling you. Now, listen, there are some players that left and got their degree. They're still Tigers, bro. Like Antoine Owens graduated from Georgia Tech before he came here. We still rock with Antoine. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't forget nobody. We ain't saying if you don't graduate from JSU, you don't mean nothing. I was just saying in that scenario, I said, boy, look at here. Even if you do decide to leave later on, you leave with that paper. Jack State fans will follow you where you go, still rock with you. Don't burn no bridges, man. Folks love you, man. Folks excited to see you hit that fit. Avery Salerno, you damn right. Shout out to the Salernos, man. I'm just saying. So again, somebody, we get on the internet and say anything. But this is what people don't like. People don't like the other side of it, TD. We got a platform to talk. And we'll see all this old rhetoric. We'll come back at Matt. No, of course. Matt got 2 degrees, Delaware State and Jack State. Shout out to Matt. He says Guthrie. I mean, the list goes on, man. And I ain't just talking about football. We talking about basketball athletes. Ken Evans went to Florida Atlantic. Dede went to Florida Atlantic. They all graduated from Jack State, though. Where you think they're gonna go to homecoming at, bro? Yeah, they're gonna be on that plaza just like me and you, TD.
Right.
I'm just saying, they're gonna be over there with them. They're gonna be on the yard. You know it, and I know it too.
Nice.
I'm just trying to tell you. So all I'm saying is this: there is a plan. There's a strategy. If we lock in, now we excited that they had announced that he was going to enter the portal on Monday. But we called the blitz. Coaches, KT Dub, the closer. Shout out to Dub, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if we didn't have the relationship, we wouldn't have been able to talk to this young brother, man, and just say, hey, let's talk about this real quick. Man, don't, man, you a damn star. You finna be a doc. Boy, you finna wreak havoc this season in that slot.
With all the attention and
now I'm gonna say this right here. Jack State has a bigger brand than most. I'm gonna say, y'all think about it. This mic is on. Jackson State has a bigger brand than most G5 FBS schools. I double dog dare you to come up on the screen and debate me on it. So I'm gonna hit you with numbers. I need to know how many fans that's watching their games. I need to know how many games they got on TV every week. I need to know what their social media presence is. Talk to me and tell me who has a bigger presence, who has more visibility. Because there may be some schools that got to bow down. No, we're not FBS. But we are FBS and FCS clothing. Go look at Jackson State football page. Go look at the band page. I said Jackson State. And when you say Jackson State, that's the university, TD. That's the Sunny Boom of the South. That's Go JSU Tigers. That's Go JSU Tigers. Football, softball, basketball, and all the sport. Travis will tell you.
Got golf now, too.
Go add all the pages up. No. Don't stop at X. You got to go over to Instagram. Don't stop at Instagram. Oh, you got to go over to Facebook, too. Because when we talking in the millions of eyes that grabs this content. You will be visible. You will be visible at the university if you play it. Now, I ain't talking about nobody else. I'm talking about D.I. Love. I'm talking about 1400 J.R. Lynch Street. That's my point. So with that being said, and we don't suck right now. We had some bad years, CD. We'll be the first ones to tell you. We still were going. Y'all know we averaged 33,000 fans on a 3-8 season. Won 3 games that year, TD, and still had 33,000 butts in the seat. Averaged. So what I'm saying is this. There's not many G5, group of 5. I would listen to me, TD. If you are a player that can get 100,000+, 600, 250,000. I'm talking about some crazy money, and you gonna play, man. I'm gonna ask you why you on the phone with me.
And not to mention, Ken, some of those fans are traveling fans. They're coming from different states, different cities to the game. It's not just local. Now, fans, it's down a little bit. It's down a little bit. Just all around the country, but we still got some opportunities. But all I'm saying is this: we talk our talk when we have to. You know what I'm saying? And we're a little unique, and we understand that. But it ain't our problem to try to combat haters or I'm not having conversation with you. That's your job. You got a job to hate and try to denigrate whatever we talking about. That's your job. Our job is to big up and lift up our stuff and shine a light on our stuff, right? And talk about why our stuff is so great. And if you spend more time talking about your stuff, maybe you might have some of those results. But you know what I learned, TD? What you learned?
I've learned that some people care more about pissing on us than bigging their own stuff up. Some people are more concerned with what's going on at Jack State in their own school. TD, they can tell you every player that left the portal. They can tell you every goddamn player that done, and I GOT. They can tell you every player that hit the portal.
You think they're gonna sign up for the collector?
Listen to me. They can tell you everybody they left, but can't tell you nothing about their school. I ask you, who your starting right tackle? Who? What? Who y'all bring in? What? Yeah, you know, the coaching them, they doing their thing. No, man. don't be broad now. Spend all their time talking about us. But let me say this though. Shout out to Nate Rembert, man. We're excited that Nate decided to stay. He announced today he won't be entering the transfer portal after all. Careful consideration.
Nate Boogie.
And Nate Boogie. He spoke with Blake Levine, who's covering Jackson State from a distance. You know what I mean? He said he's still covering Jackson State even though he moved away. He said, "This is my home, man. The best HBCU in the land." He said he loved Coach T.C. Taylor and Coach Marshall. They have put him the position that they put him in to be successful thus far, man. So Nate, part of the brand. We're glad that he's staying. Everybody was excited to know that although there was a consideration of leaving, he just didn't feel like. And he told me today, TD, I'm gonna tell you what he said. You want to know what he said? They said he had a dream. They said he had a dream. He can't get it out of his mind, TD. He got a visual in his mind that he just can't shake.
Really?
They said he gonna catch a slant route, man, in the vet, bro, and take that thing 80 yards. He just want to hit him screams in the vet, man. He see it. He see it. I tell you what he told me. He said, man, I could just see myself catching a slant and taking that thing to the house, man, in the vet. I said, boy, you talking now. Don't you get to talking like that. You gonna get folks excited, man.
But you know what, Ken? When I heard of him hitting the portal, I was stunned. And I'm gonna tell you the reason, I was stunned for the simple fact, the love that he showed, every time I was around him and that he was on campus, and how much he enjoyed everything and appreciated everything about I Love, and how he embraced it so quickly to the point he went back to his old school with the gear on a week after transferring. So that was shocking to me, the fact that as much love he's felt and felt at home that it happened, but there's things happen, but I'm glad he decided to stay. We're looking forward to him catching that 80-yard slant, taking it to the house, and we definitely gonna be screaming for you, Nate. So get it done, brother.
Hey, man. Hey, we got a guest appearance tonight, man. D Corey C in the house. What's up, big D Corey C?
What's up, fellas? What's up, Tiger Nation? Man, look, I was in the waiting room. I didn't want to come in. I was gonna call it a night, man. I did not want to, when the preacher's preaching, you don't want to get up. You don't want to get up like this. You just let him have the flow, man. I've been in the waiting room for about 30 minutes. I'm like, man, kid, I was gonna exit.
I really ain't even got started. I have, but I ain't. Yes, Miss Rochelle, I'm sorry. I really wasn't looking at the chat, but yeah, give us I'll drop it in just a sec. Go ahead, bro. How you been, man?
Man, good, man. Good. Just enjoying the show, man. I wanted to check in with y'all. A lot of exciting stuff happened. What's up?
What up,
man,
D?
Man, it's been a great day, man. We just obviously what we talking about. But that's something we talked about. Corey, you did something on the show on Tiger Talk. You dropped, and it wasn't like a video, but you made it was like a content video talking about Jackson State's, what'd you say, visibility impact is greater than some G5 program. I'm gonna let you speak to that.
Yeah, I mean, I hope you guys got a chance to see it, but if not, just go to Tiger Talk. It's the most recent video that we published, but it's just an unbiased breakdown of how Jackson State's brand stacks up to G5 programs. It's not about us playing against a G5 program on the field. That's a different story. We feel like we can go beat them, but that's not what it's about. So sometimes when people see it, it's like, oh, there they go again. Like, no, look at the same thing you talked about, the brand and visibility, the number of times we're on TV. And it opened my eyes up in just doing the research in terms of how we are. Like, how many Jackson State games could you not watch if you lived in Des Moines, Idaho? Is Des Moines, what is it, Iowa, Idaho, wherever? If you lived in Des Moines, get my eyes mixed up. Is it Idaho? Okay, yeah.
Wow.
Okay, if you lived in Des Moines and you could not make it to a single Jackson State game last season, how many did you actually get a chance to watch? How many of them were on some sort of platform streamed?
At least 2 on HBCU Go. You could have watched of the 12.
At least 8.
So let me rephrase that. Which one could you not watch? Let me make it easy for y'all. Which one could you not watch?
It wasn't either, because even the one that they couldn't watch, they could have got on the Jackson State stream. So
Absolutely.
they could have watched all 12 of them.
So one
Actually,
was on
all 14. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay. So if you look at some of these MAC schools, some of these G5 programs, you can't even catch all their games. Right. And then we already know from a social media standpoint. So the visibility is there. So we just wanted to put that out and kind of, let the fan base kind of realize it and kind of understand what we're sitting on here, which they already know. But we just want to kind of break it down for them, make it visible for them.
Well, Lane was on our network. So if you have the Jackson State's, JSU Sports Network. All you had to do was click the link, purchase the game, and you could have watched that game as well. So to Corey's point, there wasn't a game, a Jackson State football game that you couldn't watch. Matter of fact, there's not many Jackson State sports that you can't watch, even if it's not on. Now, it may sometimes you may have to, go through a few hoops when it comes to like basketball sometimes, or when they go on the road. But for the most part, they're able to watch it. And look at this. This made the point. Shout out to Brother Leonard. I'm in South Carolina. I watched every game last year. That's his point.
And then if you can't watch it, then you got Rob J. Doing everyone on the radio.
But I meant more so from a national standpoint. The Jackson State Sports Network, that's the school. Any school can do something like that. But I mean, even if your school doesn't have that, can you go to ESPN?
That would be 13 then. 13 or 12. 12 or 13 then. Yeah, I think that was because I think, what is it? HBCU Go picked up 2 of them. It picked up the Bethune-Cookman game. It picked up the Valley game. And then everything else was ESPN. And then I think the Lane game was the only game that we played on the sports network.
So you got ESPN or the ESPN family of networks. A lot of those G5 games aren't on ESPN family of networks. And then an HBCU Go. Is there a MAC Go? Is there a Sunbelt Go? Whatever obviously wouldn't be called Go, but the equivalent to that. And I don't know. I didn't research that. But do they even have a platform like that? I don't know. But there's an HBCU Go, so that tells you everything you need to know.
Great point, man. But today, the news is broken. This was something we talked about. I'll get your thoughts on this, man. We talked about this in the chat quite a bit, actually. Obviously, when we announced over the weekend. Let me get your thoughts when you initially thought that, we're going to be losing Nate. We just got him. We talked about his impact. Corey, you and I were at the last we was at the last scrimmage before the actual blue and white scrimmage when we was at the vet. Swag Digital. That's right. Yes. Thank you, Travis. Thank you. Good correction.
Right.
Swag Digital was on YouTube, so that's right. There you go. So hell, all of them could have been watched then. But I'll let you give your thoughts, man. And then now you fast forward Monday, I put it in the chat. I said Nate not leaving.
So you talk about an emotional roller coaster. We get to know these. I mean, fortunately, we're fortunate enough to get to know them up close and personal. But even the fans, from a social media standpoint, the ones who go to basketball games, Nate's right there at every basketball game, so fans know him personally. The spring game, the spring scrimmage, so fans really get to know him. And he connected with the fan base so much. We always talk about in the chat how, man, this is he's Jackson State. He's only been here 3 months, but you would think he's been here 3 years. How quickly he connected. And he, if we're in the chat, just kind of projecting, man, who could hit the portal? Who would be unexpected? Nate would never be a name that would come up. So it caught a lot of people off guard. I would say 2 things can be true at the same time. 2 things can be, if you look at the reaction from the fans, because I know some people say, well, 2 days ago, y'all were saying, well, okay, well, whatever, we're moving on, like it's no big deal. And then now all of a sudden, you're happy he's back. Absolutely. So let's start with the fact that he's a talent, right? That's undeniable. I don't think anyone has ever said he's not a real deal talent who can play on a higher level. That's not a question. So, and we want him in a Jackson State uniform. But when he says he hits the portal, as a Jackson State fan, we say, okay, we wish you well and we move on. So that indifference that you see is not us saying we don't care or he's not good. That's us saying we're still our goals haven't changed. Nate, love you, Nate. Nate Rembert's presence doesn't change our goals. TC is not saying, oh man, well, I don't know if we can win the swag now. We won it without Nate last year. We're going to win it with or without Nate this year, and that's just is what it is. And we expect to do the same thing from as far as the Celebration Bowl. So we want them on our team. So when you see that mindset, that's us understanding how great this roster is. But I'm gonna tell you something else that we understand that's underrated. And again, 2 things can be true at the same time. So when I say this, it's not to say Nate is not who we've said he is before. He is that guy. However, Our recruiting is on another level. Coach TC Taylor and staff is on another level. When we lose a Nate, I'm gonna stop saying Nate because it's not about Nate. This is overall. When we lose a player, name the player. It's funny. The fans are, and I get it. The fans are, oh man, we lost Nate, or some fans, but the coaching staff, what are they doing? They're on to the next one.
Corey, we had 3 targets that was actually going to replace
hours after this
same
came.
day.
I'm talking about hours. Matter of fact, before most fans even got a chance to see the tweet hadn't even been retweeted enough for most fans to realize that he's gone. We got 3 targets that we're looking at, and we're breaking down film. Well, we should get this guy. What about this guy? Right? So the coaching staff, they're going to move on. They have a job to do. They have a mission that they're on, is to win another HBCU national championship. So when Nate, we say, okay, we love you, Nate. Do what's best for you. No love lost. On to the next one. Now, will we find someone as this is, at the point when Nate said he was going to leave? Are we going to find a replacement as good as Nate? That's a different story. We may not. But again, this team is so good and the program is so strong that when we bring someone else in, it's going to be a solid player. It may not be to the next level, but the train's going to keep on rolling and we won't miss a beat. Having said all that, I'm so glad to have Nate Rembert back on the team. So glad to have Nate Rembert back on the team. Like, whew, thank you. So like I said, 2 things can't be true at the same time.
And I think what you were saying, Corey, when you were saying about, we're saying, well, okay, well, he's gone, so we have to move on. Basically, we respect the young man's decision. And that was his decision, so we learned, so we live with it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I just let me tell you what you do, Merlin. Take your ass over there to your platform and go talk about it.
What is he talking about, he or she?
That's it. This is what people do when their feelings get hurt. When you start talking about your stuff, they got to bring up their stuff. That is called insecurity, my brother.
18.5 million what though?
It doesn't look. He put a comment in the chat, and I'm gonna deal with it since you're over here. Y'all need 8 million in subsidies just to support. That's fine. I wouldn't brag if I ain't bringing in any money. How you know?
How does he know?
How do you know what we're bringing in?
What books are you looking at?
And if you feel so good about what you guys are bringing in, you wouldn't be over here talking about. You wouldn't need to make that point.
Why
you would be over there on the Carlos Brown show? Shout out to Carlos Brown, or go holler. You would be over there with what's my guy Reggie Flood. Shout out to Reggie Flood and BJ Jones, and you'd be over there with them. You wouldn't be over here trying to piss on our cornflakes, baby. Because you're not gonna get us to come down on what we talking about. You know that y'all ain't on our level, bro. I don't care what you talking about. Y'all we got way different systems. We got a whole lot. We got different problems. We got a whole lot of stuff that we got going on. But I'll say this to you. You say all that you say, and y'all got all that going on. I'm gonna go right here. We took some from y'all today. Now I double dog dare you to say he won. This is starting center. Y'all got all that good stuff going over there Southern. Tell me why he leave the Rouge of Scotlandville to come to Jack State. Him and his son. We got a new baby tiger too. No, he ain't got to go nowhere. I ain't sending you to the goulash. I'm not doing none of that stuff. Stay over here and get this pain. It don't matter how many minutes. Y'all ran a platoon system. Do you want a cookie? Your coach served 5 every time, 5 for 5, and y'all didn't win a tournament game. What difference does it make? That brother want to play more minutes. It ain't about the amount of minutes he played. It's about the impact he played. With that being said, we want to welcome brother DeAndre Thomas to the JSU Tiger family, man. That's what I'm talking about. Because Merlin is in his feelings.
Well, you're clapping,
man. We're going to drop 40 on y'all head this year. We're going to beat the snot out of y'all. I like that type of stuff.
One reason why our engagement, it is what it is across the board, is because of people like him.
You are the reason, brother.
It's not just Jackson State fan. We can't do this by ourselves. The reason why our engagement is double and triple and quadruple is because we have y'all on coming to shows like this and watching and retweeting our tweets and stuff like that. But we don't go do that.
What y'all beat us 4 years in a row in? What damn show ain't been football? Because last time I checked, we beat y'all, 7? Was it 7 in a row?
Man, forget that dude, man. Keep going.
Yeah, I'm done with it. I'm done.
I know what you're
saying.
I think it's a lady.
Okay, I'm sorry. I
know we don't. That's
anyway,
cool,
man. Hey, this is a big get though, Ken. I know the coaching staff because we got to replace 2 bigs, and this is one of them. This is one of them. Go watch the highlights, man. if you don't remember him from the season, a lot of fans will remember. But man, I like the fact that he's a lob threat.
I liked him in the tournament, man, and watching him. He's a great rebounder too, Core. 6'8". And his thing was he wanted to go somewhere where he can actually play more. This guy's school played, they ran a platoon system where they sub 5 at a time. And when you play for teams like that, you know what I mean, you don't get to play a whole lot. So
I like our football team. That's like
absolutely.
One of our running backs. If you get a,
That's true.
Mod not going nowhere, but you get a Mod Miller, you may look at, well, he was injured last year, but you know what I mean. You look at his numbers and say, oh, well, he only, or one of our wide receivers, for example, well, he only caught X amount of passes because of how deep we are.
Absolutely. And sometimes, like even Irv made that point when Irv was on the was on the NFL Network. He talked about how TD at no point in time did he ever really have 20. He didn't have over 20 carries a game. He was doing that. He was doing his damage. You said, watch how he turned him up.
What I mean.
Oh, yeah. He was a glue to that defense. That's right. A great rebounder. Got everything that came off the boards in the game, and they still wound up losing. But he wanted to be a winner, man. This young brother right here, we feel is going to be a great piece to get us back to the championship game and win the SWAC championship. That's what it is. So we welcome him in. He came on a visit this weekend. We were excited to have him. Had a great visit, Corey and TD. Yeah. Was in contact with Coach Tyler and the staff all weekend, and he just had a great time, man. His family loved it. Gonna be a great situation for him.
I mean, Ken and Corey, if you look at what Coach Mo built, and now he's going into his 4th year, and look at the recruits that he's bringing in.
Yep, and then too, TD.
Look at the job that was done last year, and each year he progressively gotten better,
and didn't lose a lot.
Right.
The only players that we've lost off our basketball team are players that got sent to the portal.
And of course,
well, no.
I
think Cannonville, I think it was kind of a mutual decision there. Then, Watson, obviously the rest of that. So we really haven't lost anything, even though we got a lot of talent, bringing some talent in. We will be bringing in another big, according to Coach Adams. Still trying to figure out who that's going to be, TD. Coach Mo is going to play totally different. We're not playing the double big system like we did last year. And DeAndre actually gives us we're going to play a lot faster. He's a lob threat, like Corey said. He's a great rebounder. He can stretch the floor. He can shoot the mid-range. I mean, he's a grown man on the inside of the paint. And then, Coach Tyler has always done a good job with the bigs that have come in. Look at what he did with big. I was about to say Big Shirley, but
I'm trying.
Big Shannon, bro.
Hey, Big Shannon, man. Big Shannon balled out, man. Yeah, he had a great year, man. But he can definitely get up and down, and we're excited to have him in the fold, man. Welcome to Mississippi. Welcome to Jackson, Mississippi. We get shiesty on Saturdays. Well, we get shiesty every day. Let them tell it. It's gonna be a great day to go down to Baton Rouge and kick. Now all of a sudden they care about basketball because they can't talk about football.
Wherever the wind blows, man. So you see,
well, that's a lot of kids though. Now you want to piss on them, huh? Now you go ahead, Corey. Go ahead.
Do Jackson State fans go on other platforms and talk down on their former players when they leave?
No, you know why we don't do that, Corey? Because we don't care what's happening. We don't care what's going on in Southern. Merlin doesn't care. Merlin is not at peace right now. He's pricked. He over here trying to troll and chat. He's trying to troll the chat and make himself feel better. Because he really feels like if he continues to come in and say things and all that good stuff, that he's going to hey, Merlin think if he thinks he keep talking, he's going. It ain't gonna make you feel no better,
especially on this channel. This is the wrong one to come talk.
No better, man. And I ain't gonna send him to the goulash. Listen, I don't have no problem with having no difference of opinion. As long as there ain't no disrespect. Hey, man, you supposed to come over here and talk your talk. We don't care, but go ahead, TD.
They also love the boom.
And that's from the top down, from the head coach on down.
Hey, I was gonna ask him about they collective and all that good stuff, man. But Merlin had to come over here and tell us why this young brother right here why we didn't get nothing. because you know darn well that if he would have stayed, you'd have been glad to keep him. Tell me if you tell me you didn't, you'll be lying to me. But nevertheless, man. But let's do this real quick. I ain't finna keep talking to that dude. But listen, man, we fell short. We got right to the championship game. Just, huge shout out to Coach Hernan Guerrero. He had a really good year, co-coach of the year for the SWAC, and we had a freshman of the year, Maj Shatanis. He had a really good season as freshman of the year. Xenia Shaban, actually Maj Shatanis, Johan Vaquero, and Chiara Desea, all conference tennis athletes this year. Both the men and the women got to the championship game. TD, we lost to FAMU in the women's, and we lost to Alabama State in the men. Tough out. I thought we would have at least got one of them. I wanted to get I wanted to get both of them, but I really thought we would have got the women, if not the men. But we fell short on both of them, but we still had a phenomenal year, and we still want to celebrate our Tigers, man, despite the fact that we did not have. Oh shit! I'm sorry, Miss Rochelle. I thought I pressed enter. I don't have a mouse. My mouse battery went out, and I'm using my pad over here, my little touch pad on my laptop. So there you go. But great year for the tennis program. Another fell short of our goal, but thoughts on the tennis program, fellas?
I mean, the thing that we always say in times like these, great season, and I know the players and coaches don't want to hear it at the moment, but definitely a great season and great group, and I know they'll be back strong next year.
Right. Had a chance to talk with Coach Guerrero at the gym a few times, and he was excited about his team. And hey, they came out and played, just the way he expected them to. Like you said, unfortunately, they came up just a hair short. But here's the thing: like we said many times before, Ken, we're competitive in all of our sports on campus, and we have great coaches. So great job, regardless. I mean, they didn't finish, they didn't win the championship. So great job. We're still proud of them, even though they're gonna come back and compete again. So keep up the great work.
Man, that's right, man. That's right. Yeah, Miss Rochelle gonna come up. Hey man, you do your thing, bro. All the best to you, man. Appreciate you for stopping by. Hey, y'all give Merlin a hand on the way out. No,
hey, make sure you speak the next time we get a chance to interact with you.
I don't know. I don't think I know you, but I know I do recognize faces.
Merlin, okay.
But I don't know him. But it's all love, man. Y'all know we love our stuff, man. But anywho, like we say all the time, I got a funny story I gotta talk to y'all about, man. I got to talk about this one. Miss Rochelle, how you doing, Miss the wonderful Miss Rochelle has arrived. How you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm doing fine. I just came up real quick just to say something, and I think to our family, the reason it's so important for you guys to like the live stream is that when you like it, you're putting us in spaces that we won't be. So some of y'all have been here faithful, and we're asking you guys constantly to please just go out of the chat for a minute and like it. When you like us, the more you like it, the more YouTube will put us in places where other people may not even know we exist.
It's called the algorithm.
We are grateful for that you are here, but and this is free. This is something we're asking y'all to do for free. Y'all here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we appreciate you. But that's the reason why we were asking you guys to like it, because the more you like it, the algorithm picks up and we can get other people to come into this space. And you never know who could be watching and may like the vibe and want to join want to join everything that we have over here. So that is why it is so important to do that. And I just wanted to say, hey, everybody, I missed y'all. I can't be on long. I released some clients and I got to do some work, but I was like, come on, y'all. Let's like, and share. I saw we got some people on Facebook. We asked you to do the same thing while you're watching Facebook. Just hit the share button and it will put it into your thread, and people that's connected to you will get to introduce themselves to our platform. Every share matters because we are not connected to everybody. So if you're on Facebook, we are grateful. If you're on Twitter, we are grateful. But could you just be so kind to hit that share button? It is free. You're here all the time. And this is why this is so important for us to understand technology. Okay, I'm done speaking.
Man, that she popped in this thing with the public, with the PSA. I appreciate this. How you doing though?
Hey, Rochelle.
I'm doing fine. How y'all doing? I am right now. So y'all understand my life. I have a full-time job, and then I do therapy 4:30 to 8:30. My goal is to have these 3,000 hours that I need by November. So because I'll be 60, all this here will be 60 in December.
I don't believe it.
Look at my thing going up. But what I would do is my birthday is in December, so I will break and then I will start studying for my test in January. So that's why I have not been on. I miss you guys.
We got a party, sis.
Huh?
We got to have a big 60 party, man. Come on.
We do. Oh, for sure.
We got to do something, man. We got to celebrate that. That's monumental.
It is. And I released 13 pounds. Oh, the 6-pack is coming. I told my son it's gonna be a crop top. It's a crop top this whole summer. Don't play with me.
Hey, I stole your word last show. You know, I said I'm gonna be a whole situation coming this fall. I'm going down into the 260 range. I'm down 7 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
Can y'all see my Miss No Gray? Come on, Miss No Gray.
Oh, I see you on the up and up in the come up.
Wait, it's coordinated with my green. Come on,
hey, speaking of birthdays now, I got a birthday next week. Tuesday.
Yeah, that's right. Next time.
Oh,
next Tuesday, man. I'm gonna be the young age of 43.
Oh, look at the baby. Come on, baby.
Hey, I like that. Try to stay young, baby. Try to stay young. Next Tuesday. Yeah.
That's
right,
crazy.
Man. That's right. That's right. You know, I know y'all all older than me. You know, I'm the young buck of the crew. Whenever Nook ain't around, Nook be around, I feel like a big brother then. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, you know, everybody older than me.
Bye, Corey. How are you doing?
Hey, I can't complain. How you been?
I've been good. TD.
Good to see you on the screen. You got to pop up more often now. You got to beautify the screen.
That's the big strong hug, huh? Like
man,
he call it Pooh Bear, big Pooh Bear.
You hug so hard, you be like this. Can I breathe?
It ain't going nowhere. It just got better.
But I'm excited. I hope to see y'all in Vegas. But no, I do miss y'all. Huh?
You gonna see us as my uncle would say.
If the Lord.
If the creek don't rise and wash the bridge away, I'm gonna be there.
We gonna be there. So, but no, that's all I wanted to say. So that's why it's so important for y'all to please like the stream. That is so. I'm serious. It'll go so much further that we can expand out even more. Listen, we want everybody to know about what we're doing for Jackson State. So we would really and truly appreciate that all.
Thank you, sis. Means the world. Great seeing you. For real. Keep going.
I'm gonna send you something, so check your email later on.
Absolutely. No worries, no problem at all.
And hey everybody, I'm finna sneak off. And then if y'all not doing nothing at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, come on and watch the tour. It's we going for the throat this week. Come on and watch the show, Miss No Gray, 6:30 my time. You will not be disappointed. Okay, I see you.
All right, baby. I'm gonna talk to you.
Congratulations, Miss No Gray.
Huh?
Congratulations. Continue to keep up the good work.
All right, you guys have a good one.
All right.
Good night.
All right. So interesting for those who don't know, this is Miss Justice Odom. She's a recruit for Coach Mark in the men not the men, but the women's basketball program. So y'all know I went to the crib, man. You know, I had to, you know, I was traveling last week to go and assist with this, right? Man, this is how it's gonna be a more beautiful story if she commits. I hit her up today, said, look, I'm waiting on that commitment. She dropped the photo today. I can, you know, it looked like she had a good visit, but man, so I get to the gate, right? TD, the flight is supposed to leave at 7:20 in the morning out of Dallas. This
Okay.
is that Thursday. Last Thursday. 7:20. I got to the gate, bro, like 6:30, 6:40 in Dallas. Bro, that thing said delayed until 1:30 p.m. I was like, wait a minute, is this a glitch?
1:30.
I said, this is a glitch? And he's like, yeah, man, it's maintenance and I'm like, bro, this the first flight out the day. This the first flight of the day. Man, how the hell y'all delayed the first flight? I understand, like middle of the day delayed TD. The first flight out for the day. I'm like, bro, is there like not another plane that y'all can like swap us around? Like, so I'm like, damn, bro. So, bro, the next flight is in the same gate. It's in the same terminal. But TD, that one is the 8:30 flight. That one was delayed to 11:30. So I'm like, how? Oh. So, because I got an Amex and I'm in Terminal E at DFW, they got the American Express lounge. So I was able to go in the lounge, bro. And I'm in that thing 3 hours, bro. Just chilling. I'm sitting, I'm comfortable, because you get to eat food, you can drink, do all that good stuff, and they got free Wi-Fi, and you chilling comfortably. And I left out of there at like 11 o'clock, bro, because now I'm watching the actual the information for the gate, and I go out there and it get delayed again. And they like, all right, we might get bored. We're gonna start at this time. So they kept doing this and doing this and doing this. So at this point, it's like 1 o'clock now, bro.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, man, I ain't gonna get to Jackson now until like 3 o'clock now. So I text Coach Margaret. I said, hey, Coach, I'm delayed. I'm stuck here in Dallas, and I don't know when I'm gonna get to Jackson at this point. You feel what I'm saying? I said I was just checking in, see how the visit was going, just seeing where y'all was at, and I'll hit you up once I touch down. Man, Coach called me.
Mm-hmm.
Coach was like, she ain't here yet. I said, she not?
Uh-oh.
Coach said, she in Dallas too. She stuck too. She was supposed to be on the same flight I was on 7:30. So listen, I'm sitting on the chair. I'm sitting in the seat. And this is how crazy this was, man. I'm sitting in the seat and I'm like, she said, she should be over there at the gate. So I got up and I'm looking. TD, tell me why she was sitting right behind me, bro.
Right behind you.
Literally. I'm on one side, she on the other side. And I go around. I was like, Justice? She was like, yeah. So I said, Coach, here she go right here. She said, Coach was like, oh man, Ken, I know she frustrated. I said, she frustrated. I'm frustrated too. She was like, just talk to her, just see, you know what I'm saying? Just try to, entertain her. So now I got a whole 2 hours, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's just me and her, we talking. I sat down with her, man, had a great conversation with her, bro. She was really frustrated because I know she wanted to get there earlier, had a whole long day. So they kind of had to augment their schedule, man. So now.
And where was she coming from?
I think she was coming in from Michigan.
Okay.
She's from Michigan.
Indiana.
She's from Flint, Michigan, or Indianapolis.
Indianapolis,
By way of Indianapolis. She's from Flint, but she lived and grew up in Indianapolis, so she actually represents both of them. But she's recently from Indianapolis, so she flew in and just annoyed, man. You know how that is, bro. You're sitting in a terminal for hours, and I'm talking about an 8-hour delay, bro. We flew out of there. We were supposed to fly out at 7:30. I got there at 6:30. We flew out at 2:30. You do the math. So I'm literally sitting there, man, and we talking. Man, we had a great conversation, man. And I'm gonna disclose everything, but I just let's just say this way: after talking to her, I don't know what she's gonna do, but based off of the things that I know she was looking for, Jackson State fits that bill. You know what I mean? I did have the pleasure of letting her know that we're excited to, sign her if she, joins. And that's the goal for her to represent the brand. You know what I'm saying? And and just not being weird or nothing like that or overly. So then we started TD at this point. Somebody come over and tell us it's a flight. It's the flight over there finna go out early. I was like, hey, come on, let's go. We finna try to go over here and get on this other plane. So we jumped up and we go to the other gate. We're talking to the people and they like, well, they wound up switching the planes at the gate next to. It was literally the gate the gate right next to us. So he just swapped the plane. It was like, okay, a plane gonna be in 20 minutes. So then we had to go back, and then she put her friend on FaceTime, TD and Corey. And her friend was like, girl, that's messed up. You been at the airport all day. I don't know why they put you on American. I'm like, look, American is American. Look, it's Jackson. You flying into Jackson. Like the coaches didn't know that this was gonna happen.
It can happen on any flight though.
Right,
They can happen.
I said, hell, I'm on the way to come visit you, and you stuck just like I'm stuck. I come out from California. So I'm talking to her, and man, bro, it was cool. And a friend was like, girl, that might be a sign that it might not be able to sign. I said, give me that phone. I said, Hannah Hill.
It's a sign, but not that kind.
I said, put me on the screen. Now I ain't gonna say to you, I ain't gonna say publicly what I said. I said, you asked the dude, I was like, you know who I am? I said, you don't know who I am. I said, but this is what's crazy, and this is why you shouldn't say that. It was funny. We were laughing about it. I said, you say that it ain't meant to be because of what's going on. I'm telling you that it is meant to be because I'm coming all the way from the West Coast to meet with her, and I'm stuck with her at the gate at the airport.
Right.
That's the sign.
And I said, that's the sign that she's supposed to be. That's destiny. Come on, man.
She already got family.
And man, she's a hooper, man. She's a hooper. You know, we talked about the Jack State Network, all the stuff that we just talked about. We talked about not really having the caliber of post presence that we probably will have on if she joined. But she's staring me eye to eye, bro. You know what I mean? She's a real big, and she got low post moves. She got the midi. She got good footwork. And she would thrive in Coach Margaret's system because you know how Coach Margaret like to go inside. She'd like to play inside out. You know what I mean? And I think she'll be a fantastic pickup. I told her, man, you're gonna like to swag up, man. You come on in there and play. You know what I'm saying? And then talked about some of the success that some of the young ladies that have played, obviously under Coach Reed, as well as Talia Dilworth being the player of the year. And I'm like, you come into the program, we were literally only one play. We were one play away from the championship game. And then the team that we lost to that won the SWAC championship, Southern, they had a big that was actually comparable. You know what I'm saying? Very active on the inside, good defender, good rebounder, could actually score the ball very well and efficiently. And I told her, I was like, that's the type of low post presence that we need, man, to really take their program to the next level, man. She would be a phenomenal pickup. I know Coach them, she went above and beyond, man, hit the ball out of the park to try to make up for the time that was lost. And I waited on her when we did finally get to Jackson. I saw Coach Mark and them looping. I told her to hold up, she's waiting on her bag. So I waited on her to get her bag, man, walked out and stood out there with her, man, and put up suitcase in Coach Margaret's car, man, gave me Coach a hug and dapped her up and said, hey, you enjoy your time in Jackson. My work was done, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a wild situation because I really got literally an hour and a half of time with her, man, sitting at the terminal gate because we both got stuck. And I was like, come on, we were so happy, bro, to finally get up out of that thing. I said, oh, man, we got to take a photo of this. So I'm getting ready to turn into the actual gate, threw my phone up. We did the little selfie, man. And I said, yeah, I'm going to talk about you on the show, man, because this is epic. And I was telling Corey and them in the chat, I said, what's the odds of something like that happen?
Unbelievable.
Nice story, man. Good story.
Yeah, man. So Justice, if you're watching, we need that commitment tomorrow. Come on now. What we waiting on? You know what I'm saying? The money, hey, we got it now. We ready to give it to you. Come on with it now. And man, I can't wait, man. Hopefully she commits to us. That's gonna be a big pickup for Coach Margaret, bro.
Hey, we were one play away. This is your day. We need that.
Hey, man. Hey, oh boy. Listen, I'm gonna just give y'all some free game right now. And if you got good credit or solid credit, if you got a credit card, whatever, two credit cards you need to have if you're gonna be doing some traveling. You need an Amex and you need a Capital One venture card.
Tell me why.
Because TD, they got them lounges, bro. The lounges are different. If you get stuck, Capital One lounge, same type way. Only difference is I didn't know that I had it, TD, and I was going home a couple weeks ago. And how about I got stuck at the terminal? I was stuck. And I was stuck and I was sitting there for 3 hours, bro. And I didn't realize that I'm going out of D22. And Corey, it was a Capital One lounge, literally at D21. And I was facing it. I didn't even realize till I got up to go. Finally, when I'm getting ready to board, I walk over there. I was like, oh my goodness, bro. Here's a Capital One lounge, bro. That I literally sat in this damn hard ass chair. Uncomfortable, TD. I sat there for 3 hours, bro. Delayed. And I could have been in a lounge, bro. Now the Amex, the Amex Centurion Lounge. Yep, that's the one. Yeah, definitely, bro. That lounge there, man. You walk in. Look, I'm gonna just be real with you. It's complimentary to your card. Like if you got the card that I have, it's complimentary. I walk right in that thing, baby, and it's you get free. You get breakfast, TD. I'm on in there saying, let me get that turkey sausage, some eggs. You know what I'm saying? I ain't eating no bread right now. You know, get a little fruit. Give me some orange juice. You can get a mimosa. You can get whatever you want. Free. You got Wi-Fi. You got nice little chairs. You know, you can cook.
So the next time Capital One send me those 3 or 4 letters.
Now, hold on. Let me say this, TD. If you don't have it, you can pay. You can do the complimentary $30 for a certain amount of hours or $50 or whatever the case may be. One of the guys that was on that same plane with us, TD, he paid $47 for all day gaming. Because it was like a certain amount of dollars per hour. But you know, they had the little place where you can go in and play the video games. He did like for like $45, he could play all day. He was in that thing about 5 hours playing video games.
I mean, that was a perfect delay for him then.
But no, man, that's how it was. But that's a great story. I wanted to touch on that, but this is what I will say, Corey, TD. It doesn't stop there. I want to go here. I want to go here. We're hoping for some entrances, but here's an exit that hurt me a little bit. Not a little bit. This one hurt me, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Because I really was a huge fan. Am a huge fan of TK, man. Tanny Kelsey. Kind of didn't see this one coming. But man, I love TK, man. Shout out to her. She said, I would like to thank Jackson State University, my teammates, the staff, and the incredible fans for their unwavering support throughout the season. The experiences, memories, and the challenges I have encountered during my time at Jackson State has been truly valuable, and I am forever grateful for the opportunities and friendships that have enriched my life. With the support of my family and many prayers, I am ready to embrace all that life has to offer me. With that being said, I will be entering the transfer portal. Thank you, JSU. I love Tierney 11, man. Y'all, Corey tell you, Corey, not much. I really like. I love TK, man. And,
well, I mean,
you too, man. You as well.
Right. Every time you saw her, she was on the court, even before the season start. One of the things that you would say, she's going to be a star.
She will be. I believe that.
With her name, she's going to be a star. That's what you always said. And true enough, every time she got a chance on the court, man, she showed all the potential that she had. So I knew when I saw that come across my screen, I immediately thought about you because I know how you felt, about the young lady and her ability to play.
Yep. So, she was a pup. She was a babe. You know what I'm saying? And I think wherever she goes, hopefully I'm sure she's going to find Memphis has a really great basketball, just community. And I know she's going to be able to land on her feet. I don't know where she'll go, whether it's G5 or what's going to be her next stop, whether it's JUCO. I don't know. We'll be, I'll continue to keep up with her and just kind of watch her progress over the years. And hopefully, man, she develops into what it is that she wants to be. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. We appreciate her time. And I know Coach Marg is going to pivot, take that opportunity and that scholarship and move forward with it, bro. What's your thoughts, Corey?
Well, this will tell you everything you need to know about how much I liked her. If you go back, let's go back to Tiger Talk. I interviewed her as soon as she signed, way back, and she was the first Lady Tiger that I interviewed way before the rest. Right. It took me a while to get on the rest, but if you remember, I interviewed her, and then we went back to football, and then months later, I came back to everybody else. So that tells you everything I know, and you need to know about it. She didn't disappoint. Played as a true freshman. People don't understand how challenging it is to play as a true freshman in any sport. Right. A lot of true freshmen, they redshirt or they just come along slow, but she contributed as a true freshman. And I do believe that Coach Richards had bigger plans for her next year, using her more.
Yeah.
I can understand. Tierney probably felt. I can't speak for her, but maybe she felt as though her role could have been, a little bit more this year. But that's how it is. As an athlete competitive, we feel like we can do more, but got to find that balance. But I don't know if it was, I don't know the story behind it. I can't speak, but I don't know if it was impatience or just or what it was. But she's a hooper. She's gonna do well wherever she goes. It caught me off guard. I don't know if Coach Richards was expecting that, because I think she was planning on using her a little bit more or giving her a bigger role. So we wish her well. We wish her the best.
That's right, Jason. Yeah, hit us all. We all were high on her. And I'm sure she got some opportunity. I'm curious to see where she's gonna land. That's what I'll definitely.
Well, let me say this: if she's watching, I call her TK. Just don't stay TK. I call her. I go by her initials. Don't stay in the SWAC. Just do me that favor. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you for 3 years. I'll watch you, but I don't want to see you in the SWAC.
That's gonna hurt, bro. I don't want to see her pop up with no Alabama A&M uniform. Be hurt, bro. I was like, no, man. Whatever she decide, I'm with you. We love her, man. We love her, though. Y'all know we love us TK. But listen, despite of that, man, officially signed. We got Coach Mark and staff got she went 2 for 2. She got her 2 high school, 2 JUCO. Pierre Noel Tuchoa. And Layla Grant, 2 freshmen coming in, man, is gonna come in and hopefully contribute this upcoming season. We talked about them on the show, but they are officially signed.
What positions?
These are both forwards. Both of these are forwards.
Okay.
Yep, they're both forwards. And then, guys, shout out to KT Dub, man. Brookhaven in the house. Brookhaven stand up. By the name of Cookie, man. Brother, Miss Angel Wilkerson is a absolute killer, TD.
Yes. Listen.
He's a dog. Do you hear me?
One of the top JUCO scorers in the nation. At one point, she was leading JUCO in scoring. I don't know if she finished the season #1, but she's top 2, top 3 scorer. Shout out to Coach Alexis Hope. She was down there at Colin. Well, I know you said Brookhaven. She played at Brookhaven High School, but she's coming from Colin.
Yep, from Colin.
Alexis Hope was down there at Colin with her last year. So that is a connection, man. So she's going to fill a much-needed void. We're losing all that scoring punch from TD. So to bring in Cookie, that's going to be huge for us.
So what position we got here? Point guard?
She's a guard for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, 5'7".
What up, Jared J. Hawk? Brookhaven in the house.
Brookhaven in the Heezy. Sheezy. Kevin Wilbert is from KT Dub, that's his hometown, Brookhaven. And he swear up and down if they from the Brook, hey man.
That what he say?
Some of them.
You know what?
Some of them KT Dub.
Some of them. Hey, I'll say this though. He said, what did he say? Buckets on the way. Hey, but listen, check this out, y'all. So her freshman year at Colin, I'll do this real quick. Her freshman year, she made a hell of a jump, Corey and TD. I'm gonna share the screen real quick just to talk about some of her stats real quick. So her freshman year at Colin, she averaged 13 points per game. 25% from 3, 72 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Brookhaven High, 13 a game is solid.
That's very solid.
That's solid in JUCO. That's solid in any level of college ball, man, especially as a freshman. So that's a great, a really good year, right? But then when you go to, hold on one second. When you go to her sophomore season, right? I want you to see the jump, TD, in the production, right? All right. You see that? She went from 13 points a game to 23 points a game.
Man, that's rare to see a jump like that.
42% from the free throw line. She improved by 8% from the three-point line. 74% free throw shooter, 6 rebounds a game, 3 assists. So this past season was absolutely just a big time year for us, man. For her,
yeah, that sound like she was putting in that work, and she had really, really good coaching, if not great coaching.
Well, yeah. I'll tell you what else. When you see a jump like that, that means the game slowed down for her from year 1 to year 2. Because coming from high school to JUCO, that's the jump. That tells me that game slowed down, and she could just get to her spots and do what she wanted to do on the court and get off whatever shot she wanted to get off. Especially with that, you look at that field goal percentage.
Right.
That's right. And you got a young lady like this, man, that could put buckets in the rim like that. Hey, man, that's a big time pickup. Keep in mind we keep Massanet, right? J5. You bring in another guard, Miss Maria Reed Jones, who was another. She was another double-digit scorer. I want to say like 11.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull up her real quick just to see if I can. Hold on, just a second. Northwest Community College. Hold on, just a second. That didn't pop up. Word for damn. So yeah, here we go. So when you go to Maria Reed Jones, right? Y'all can see that.
No, we just
not yet.
No, not yet. She's still
not on the screen at least. We can.
Right.
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Let me share that real quick. All right, here we go. So she's in 11 points per game, 42% from the free throw line. From the field goal, 20% three-point shooter, not really a three-point shooter. 66 from the free throw line, good rebounder. She's a physical, tough bucket getter, bro. And when I watched her game, she's a tough bucket getter. Just another give you some. Coach Wilson, her high school coach, is a great coach. Okay.
Let me touch on that. I started there for a reason. So go just real quick, Coach Wilson, and we're actually going back to Cookie Wilkinson.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to it. Yeah. So I just wanted to show what Maria did. But go ahead, Coach Wilson.
So,
okay, go ahead.
Yeah, great coach, kind of legendary coach down in that area. He's been doing it for a while. He actually coached me back in youth league, but he is the father of Coach Wilson. He played Wilson, who played at Darren Wilson, who played at Jackson State under Brent, who's now the coach at Itawamba.
Oh, Itawamba, yeah.
That's his dad. So
wow.
Great bloodline there. But definitely a great coach. She's been taught the game, I can assure you, Coach Preston Wilson.
Oh yeah, you can definitely tell with the the way her numbers jumped that she had some good coaches somewhere. And then with Maria, you definitely, Corey, everybody's not going to be a superstar. You'll need those people who assist the superstars. That sound like that's what Miss Maria Jones does. So, hey, Coach Rich is doing it again.
So, if you talk about losing a Zoe Cooper who did a lot of that dirty work, so she can step in. And then if you talk about losing TD, who scored a lot of points for you, you got Cookie stepping in. So if you look at the recruiting, it's intentional. You're bringing in some experience. You're losing those two players, but you're replacing them with not just freshmen, because you never know what you're going to get from a freshman. It's like a coin flip. Some of them, Kelsey, play right away. Some of them, they need a year regardless of what they did in high school. But when you go to that JUCO level, a little bit more experience, when you're replacing those players that you got to replace from production standpoint, you can count on Cookie to give you the scoring and Mariah to kind of fill in some of the stuff that Zoe gave to you last year.
That's right, man. That's a great point. Then you take Cookie, you take Mariah, you take J5, you take, especially if we get Justice, you take Leon and Massanet, and then you take Rembert, Peggy's, who she's a big time addition, another guard that can get buckets, man.
She have fun, man. Like she on the court just having fun, brother.
Hey, man, she plays with a joy. I like her game, man. So far, so good, man. When you look at what coach has done, I think losing TK puts us at 9. If Justice commits, I think right around 9 or 10. We still got some room to add some more players, and I know that listen, she hot and heavy in recruiting right now. So that's where we at with it with Coach Mark and just the staff that they on the phones. They're still putting up setting up Zooms and all that good stuff, man. But yeah, good stuff for them, man. I did want to touch on this real quick while I got you. Because I wanted to go back to I'm done with women's basketball and all the other sports, but I was talking to someone today. Actually, I was talking to Blue. Shout out to Blue. Blue sent this over because we was talking about obviously we was talking about the Nate conversation with Nate obviously returning. He said roughly 387 FCS to FBS transfers from the 2024 season, TD and Corey. Of those 387, 350 were offensive and defensive players, right? But it varies by position. But an average college player plays 600 to 700 snaps. It's Pegues. I've heard so many different. Yeah, when I say Pegues, somebody say it's Pegues, and I'm like, okay, I say Pegues, but it's I say Pegues. Gotcha.
Don't worry, she'll get it straight on Tiger Talk real soon.
We'll have her on there. Pegues.
Count on that.
Pegues.
He said kinfolk.
Trust me, I listen. I understand it. I'm pretty sure that this is not a unique thing when it comes to their last name. They probably get Pegasus. They probably get all kind of stuff, man. Pegues. All right. It said it varies by position. Of the 350, though, 19% played at least 200 snaps. 81% played. 81% played below the average number of snaps. So what this is showing is the FCS guys that go to FBS. 81% of the players that go up play far less snaps than they played on the level that they were on. All right.
Yep.
32% played at least 500 snaps. 36, 400 snaps. 55%, 300 snaps. That's for the whole season now. You're talking about FBS, that's 12 games, not including the bowl game. Right? By the way, this is apple juice. I don't want nobody to think I'm drinking on the screen. It's apple juice. It just look brown. I'm not BSing. Martinelli's, bro. That's what this is. I don't want nobody to think I'm over here getting slizzard. I'm not. I got all my faculties working just fine. But no, 55% play less than 300 snaps, man. That's a significant drop off. So when we talk about getting on the field and producing, you can't produce without the snaps. Right?
Fact.
Keep rolling. 33% of the 2024 FCS to FBS transfers were 2023 FCS all-conference players, bro. So that means some of the top of the conferences, and that 33% of them they transferred out. 48% of the 2023 FCS all-conference players, 48% played less than 300 snaps, bro. So damn near half of them played less than 300 snaps at their new school.
Right.
78% of the 2023 FCS all-conference players with eligibility remaining returned to their FCS school the following year.
Wow. Whoa.
For the 2023 FCS to FBS transfer, 38% started at least half of their games played at their new school. That means most of these guys aren't starters. You're transferring to be depth.
We say it all the time, Ken.
And then listen to this. For the 2022 FCS to FBS, 37% started at least half of their games played at their new school. So that's the trend. of all the players that are leaving out, we had over 370 some, 308. What's the number? So 387. 38% of the 387 started. Let's do that. Let's for those like, oh, I don't know that percentage stuff. I'll do it for you. 387. So TD and Court. So only 143, roughly 143 players started out of the 387. So what's the point of all of that? If you are dominating at a level, man, we saw, like, for example, James Ash from FAMU, the D lineman. He's all SWAC, all conference. He just committed to Auburn. You think he's gonna be a starter?
The percentages are not in his favor.
We don't
know. We don't know, but
I'm not gonna say if he's not gonna start. He can go out there and kill it. But the numbers are it's working against him. More than likely, he's gonna be a reserve, according to the numbers. And he's probably gonna play minimal reps. Look at Shane Hooks. Shane Hooks has some production, but his production went down tremendously at Auburn when he went. So
he probably would have been the leading receiver at Jackson State that year.
More than likely, yep.
So what about in Ash's case? Maybe feeling that he wasn't targeted enough. I know they didn't target him a lot when we played him. So not go ahead. Now I'm in my field. Now I'm not in the field of targeting this FBS school coming after me. So now I'm already, I'm not happy. So let me go ahead on and do this.
Could be money, TD, the opportunity to play for SEC, play in the SEC. I mean, that stuff is appealing for kids, man. To go to Auburn, play for the Tigers. I'm leaving the SWAC. I'm leaving FAMU and going to.
So, but here's the next question, Corey and Ken. Are you guaranteed the spot? You still got to go out there and perform, and you can get cut. Or
you mean guarantee the spot at the new? You mean guarantee the spot on the roster?
Right, guarantee the spot on the roster. Exactly.
Well, usually if they're gonna hit the portal, and if the opportunity is there, I'm pretty sure those schools have resources galore to be wasteful, even if they needed to be. You could take a chance on your 83rd roster spot. You know what I mean? You could take a little bit more risk. I know there's some revenue sharing. He'll get paid when that take effect. What that looks like, I don't know. Everybody's not gonna get the same thing, but we know that he'll get something. So if that, he made his decision based off whatever factors that were important to him. And congratulations to him. We wish him well. You know what I'm saying? I just used that as an example because that's the latest that we just heard a couple of days ago that went FBS from the FCS ranks out of the SWAC. He's a defensive lineman, TD, by the way, and he's we'll see. But we wish him well. I mean, it's not hate or anything. I'll say this though. I think Land. We know Marquise Bell is still. It just got a contract. Nice contract too. There is a
Xavier. You talking about
Xavier Smith? Yep, Xavier Smith. There is a pathway to the NFL out of FAMU.
Easily, yeah,
very easy. Especially if you that dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go on the record right now. Because I can tell you right now, Jack State has the #1 defensive lineman in the country, FCS. Jeremiah Williams. Jeremiah Williams gonna get drafted out of Jack State next year.
April
Well, I know
21st, 2025. We got a bookmark. Ken said he's getting drafted. This is a year and a week before the draft. You know I clip it in a year, Ken. You know I'm clipping.
Yeah.
I'll give you another one. January 2024. Los Angeles, California. The Intercontinental Hotel. At the top of the balcony. Me and ASVP, Nook, we sat down with someone by the name of Isaiah Bowden. Go back and watch what I said to him. It happened. I called it because as soon as they drafted him, I went and clipped the cord. I pulled a B cord C on him. I had to go clip it. I'm telling you now. But I got word that today. Listen, you think Jeremiah ain't getting? You think folks ain't calling for the services, Jeremiah? Yeah, they that's a lot of. Let me just say this, man. There's a lot of tampering, poaching, all that type of stuff be going on, man. But I got to say this about that, man. If you in a position, that's why it's so important for this week, Corey and TD.
I know where you're going.
You know where I'm going.
Go there.
The most important thing. Robert McDaniel getting his name called this week.
What did I say in the chat today about Robert, man?
Robert McDaniel is going to be. This probably one of the most important. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I said in the chat. I said I don't know why, but I have never wanted to see a Jackson State player get drafted more than I want to see Robert McDaniel get drafted. And I love all my Jackson State Tigers.
Heck yeah, we do. EA, I fully understand it, bro. I do. I do. I understand it. And that's why that's why I said for whatever reasons were important to him, he made those decisions based off of what was important. And we said, congratulations, man. I use it as an example because, that's what happened. So
here's the thing about that, man. These kids, they're adults now, and as adults, you have to make decisions, and you have to live with the results, good or bad. So we don't know what happened, but it's a decision that he gets to make. We make decisions as adults. We have left jobs for greener pastures and said, man, I wish I would have stayed at my previous job. So we got to give a kid an opportunity to make that decision, and sometimes they bet on themselves as well. All right, I've done that in life.
Hey, Levine, what's up, brother? Hey, man. Hey, big bro. I wanted to be the Commanders too. I'd be happy either way, but I would be shocked. Matter of fact, let's look at something, y'all. What? How many picks the Commanders got?
Why the Commanders? Any team great get drafted. Commanders.
Doug Williams over there, TD.
Nah, man, it's Magic Johnson. That's what it is. I was telling somebody in the chat. Magic wins everywhere he goes. He's part of the ownership group.
Oh, he is. Magic is over there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Commanders are picking where? All right, let's go to the draft real quick. The draft. Look at the rounds. Let's go by teams real quick. I come in there in just a second.
So does Magic Johnson, Jared. Talking about Brookhaven. He got Brookhaven roots. That's where his granddad is from and his dad.
So the Commanders only got 6 picks. Actually, they got 5.
That's it?
They got 5 picks, bro.
What round though? It's all about what round they have.
So they got one. They got 1 pick in the first round. They got 1 pick in the second round. They don't have a 3rd round pick. They don't have a 5th round pick. Now they can trade. To get more picks, obviously. But they have a 6th round pick and they have a 7th round pick.
Okay, that's all that matters right there. Yep. Yes, those rumors are true. They made a special trip back, so they worked them. They had a private dinner with them at the pro day, and they came back a week or so later. They flew all the way back down to Jackson to work them out.
And the Commander, a few players away from the Super Bowl. They quarterback.
Oh, hey, we got another prediction.
Number 240.
Okay. Who's that? Who's that 245?
245
is that the Commanders?
Hold on, I can tell you right now. I'm almost certain that it is.
Blue, I'm gonna clip it if it comes true.
But that's the 7th round. Washington Commanders.
Are you saying they're going to take him, or you're just saying that that's where they have?
That's what Blue got him going to the Commanders. 7 rounds.
He has him going there. Okay.
Pick 245.
Right.
That'll be huge.
And Blue may know something too. Don't put it past Blue. He knows something.
Hey, I'm gonna shoot a text message to Miss Rashida Liberty. Say, hey, give us a little something. Give us a little heads up.
Hey, Corey, what do you say? BetOnSports.com.
Bet online. Oh yeah, we can make some money. We can make some money. That's a good point.
Bet online, baby.
I don't know how legal it is, but hey.
But no, man. That's good, man. Clip it for me, not Blue. I got you, big bro. We got you, baby. We got you. But no, man. But back to this real quick. I did want to go here real quick, man. One other thing I had before I move on. What y'all think about this rules change, man? This is going to affect Alabama State, by the way.
Oh man, it was bad against Alabama State.
Alabama State, boy, this is terrible. So NCAA has approved the change regarding injury timeouts. Under the new rule, if medical personnel enters the field to evaluate an injured player after the ball is spotted by the officiating crew, for the next play, that player's team will be charged a timeout. If the team does not have any timeouts remaining, a 5-yard delay of game penalty will be assessed. Now, I'm going to come back to it. The injury timeout proposal was made by the NCAA Football Rules Committee after many in college football community raised concerns about strategies in which players fake an injury to stop the opposition's momentum or to avoid using an allotted timeout. All right. This is why this rule is important. The key word to this rule, fellas, is after the ball is spotted.
Right.
If there's an injury on the field, they'll stop the game for the injury. The team's not going to be charged a timeout for that. But if the ball is spotted, okay, and you can't make a substitution and you just fall down, it's gonna cost you.
Get that instant cramp. Yeah.
That whatever.
Yeah.
That I don't have the personnel in that I want to defend this play.
Right.
Hey, LB, it was so frustrating, man. It got to the point to where folks started just booing for every time somebody hit a boo. You ain't hurt, get up. I'm talking about, man. It was a dude literally at Alabama State, man, that went down, and the dude got up and started talking crazy to the sideline. It was like, bro, I thought you was hurt.
Right. I mean,
he got up to there and he pointed at it and he talking crazy to the bench. We like, bro, what's this? Don't forget, man, there was an altercation that occurred after that game. So them coming to out and listen, I'm just say this right here. Kanye, we're gonna have a conversation with Kanye Barner before we play them. We're gonna have a conversation, because he's gonna be playing his old team, TD.
Got to have that conversation.
He gonna play. Hey, listen, they come in. Look, it was a brawl. It was a brawl that occurred after the game last year. Mm-hmm. We planning for homecoming. Hey, big bro. Hey, listen, no handshake after the game. I'm just calling it right now. Let the coaches go to the 50-yard line. Let them shake hands, and that's the end of that.
That may be becoming a thing in college football. No handshake, though.
College
sports, actually.
Too. That's unfortunate too, but yeah.
That may become the new norm. Or at least the coaches getting to decide. They may let the coaches decide, do we want to shake after the game?
Yeah. But let me say this though. This game right here could actually get a little spicy in the coin toss. Well, he say it ain't gonna be playing next year, so we might be all right. But they might come in there with that energy. Ain't no telling. You gotta love it when it comes to sports. But thoughts on this rule, man, before we move on. We're pretty much done here.
Love it.
Long overdue.
absolutely
You knew it would happen eventually because it just got out of hand. See, with stuff like that, you can't let it get out of hand. You can't let it get to the point where, like you said, fans are booing and it's just noticeable. You got to be a little bit more strategic about doing it. But
right.
some schools just just got carried away with it, and this is what happened.
And it was happening on
But watch though, the teams that get penalized are going to be the teams that are really hurt though. That's how it's going to end up. The team that really got a real injury and they're going to get hit with a timeout.
Right. I guess the coaches are going to have to basically tell their player, listen, if you feel pain, I know you don't want to come out the game, but it's best that you stay down on the ground. And if you're hurt, like just stay down. Don't try to get up and tough it out. And then you realize, but I know how players, sometimes some players are going to get up and they're going to want to try to, they gonna think they good, or they want to thug it out, man, and try to fight through it.
And then
afterwards, you realize that your stomach pain is a little bit more you can bear, then you go down. That's possible, but now it's going to cost you a timeout. And I think that's what Coach Quinn was saying.
I think what helps here definitely is a key thing is after the ball is placed. That's the key thing.
Yeah, without question, it is. Once they spot the ball and start the timer on the clock, you'll have some 1 hours. Purple.
Is that the signal to play hurt?
I don't know what that is.
That's the signal to fall down. Yeah, purple.
That's the signal.
I don't know. I guess that's what I'm asking Levine.
No, I don't know. I don't know about that one, Jeff. But no, man. But I'll say this, man. I did. However it goes, it goes. But I know it's gonna work. It's gonna work all right. It's gonna work all right. I think Quinn was just saying, like, for the players that really are injured, it's gonna really hurt teams who are in that type of situation. It can cost you a timeout if you got a player that's really hurt. He was saying, like,
but see, Ken. So
now this is what he said, though. This is what he said, TD. He said, even with the suggested thing that he said, I think he was like, what about if a player is injured or something like that, they got to sit out that series. That's tough. You see what I'm saying? That's tough, bro.
That's tough. Yeah.
If the game is on the line and you got the ball one last time and you get hurt, you might come back in 2 plays down. You know, if they get a first down, you might be good to go. Or maybe, I guess that series, you mean like first, second, third down. You know what I mean? Like if you get a first down, then you're cleared to come back. But if you faking, you just gave yourself a. It's almost like a flop in the NBA. You flop, it's just $5,000 fine. I think they still doing that. He said this would hurt any defense, any defenses playing against a hurry up offense. Yeah, that's the point.
Right.
Either you get in shape or you be strategic with your substitutions. Because on defense, if the offense subs out, you can sub.
Right.
You can still sub. You just gotta be paying attention. Once they run somebody on the field, the referee gonna go stand over the ball and give the defense a chance to sub. That's when you go sub out for your personnel and you go from there. Just requires you to be locked in a little bit more. I mean, listen, the purpose of the rule is to eliminate stoppages and giving teams additional timeouts because coaches are using that stuff strategically from a timeout standpoint. They over there in the huddled up calling the play while they run the trainer out on the field so he can rub his leg for a minute and then he get up and run out the field like ain't nothing ever happened. That's all that is, man. But anyway,
hey, I saw this come across. Did y'all see where Jace Wilson is going to Tennessee State? The quarterback, Texas Southern.
Was that Tennessee State?
Yeah.
Jace Wilson?
Yeah, quarterback for Texas Southern.
I saw he committed, but Tennessee Tech.
Yep.
Tennessee Tech. Okay, yeah, Tennessee Tech.
That's what it was. I was like, I don't think that was Tennessee State. But yeah, Tennessee Tech. Okay.
Tennessee Tech.
a solid pickup for him. I thought Jace Wilson was their best quarterback. I mean, he wasn't.
He got hurt last year or something, didn't he?
This
No,
is
he
Tennessee
just
State.
Huh?
Tennessee State. I just looked it up. It's Tennessee State.
Yeah, it said
Google
Tennessee State, but it said Tennessee State, but I did see, when they said Tech, I did remember seeing when they first came across it was Tech, but it said Tennessee State.
That's Tennessee State. I'm looking at it now.
Oh yeah. I see that. What I'm talking about. No, it's Tennessee Tech.
I'm looking at Tennessee State right now.
I'm looking at Tennessee Tech. Now it's OVC.
Tennessee State.
Committed to Tennessee Tech University. He entered the transfer portal after the 2024 football season. So it said Tennessee Tech.
I'm looking at an article that says Tennessee State. I'm reading it.
Oh, you're looking at an article? No, I'm looking at his photo is Tennessee Tech. Yeah, it's Tennessee State. When you go, he changed his profile photo on X.
Mm-hmm.
And he in the Tennessee Tech uniform. He actually in his bio he says quarterback at Tennessee Tech University. That article just got it wrong. That article got it wrong. But listen, man, I say this.
Come on, Cal. It's SI.
Yeah, man, Rob big as hell, bro.
Okay, so yeah, he got it wrong in the headline. Okay, he got it wrong in the headline.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Robbie.
Yeah, it says Tennessee State in the headline, but if you read it.
What is that? You shared your screen, bro?
I didn't hit share. I don't know.
That was me that did that. That's my bad.
The article, but it's all good. I wasn't trying to share. Okay.
Why blue?
Did it again?
No, I had put it up there when I saw the article though.
Oh, because I said Tennessee State. I think that's what he's talking about. No, they had it wrong in the headline. Come on, Cal, you gotta do better than that. That's just a typo. Cal T. Mosley. He got it right in the body of it.
But yeah, man. But the draft to be on. We'll touch on this again Wednesday. Hey, listen, but they got a runoff in Jackson this week.
Yeah, for the mayor. Yeah,
the mayor. I know. What is it? It John Horn versus Shokwe Lumumba, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna have Brother C. Lee on come on Wednesday, man, because we definitely gonna. I was trying to have some dialogue on Facebook about that. I ain't gonna say what I said, but we'll talk a little bit about that. Tomorrow is the runoff, man. So y'all get out there and vote, man. Vote for who you want. Make sure you know who you're voting for, man. And make sure you think about it. I know he came out with some big man said fake Drake version. Man, y'all be hard on my boy like that, man. Shokwe, man. I think folks be mad at Shokwe because Shokwe got a fire. Shokwe got a good line. He got a strong hairline. You know what I'm saying?
Shokwe looks like Boo the Boss player to me.
He sure do, bro. God, he look like Boo Rossi.
Hey man, I saw they both go to the Jackson State football game, so they always standing beside each other down there. I'm looking at them like, man, come on.
They look like they cousins or brothers, man. I swear they do. That's a good one there, bro. He do look like Boo.
Birds still flying south for the winter.
Okay, Cat. Okay, Cat. Take it back to 96. They don't know nothing about that.
Hey, listen, while we at it, man, we get ready to close out this thing. We got a few minutes left. Make sure you go get your season tickets, man. Season tickets are still on sale. Make sure you go get your season tickets, man, so we can get that donation. We're crawling, man. I just say this right here. We haven't even hit 4K yet. You know, in ticket sales, and it's just unfortunate. I can't really listen to no excuses as to why we don't have our season ticket this year. You know what I mean? Simply because the price went down. Last year they was higher. We won a natty,
bro.
Huh?
He's gonna pick up.
We hope so.
He's gonna pick up.
All right, okay. Man, I love this type of stuff right here. Say, vote for someone with character and ideas to move Jackson forward to fix infrastructure, reduce crime, etc. You ready for Jackson to be gentrified?
It's coming. It's coming. You got to bring
Real
Mike B up.
question. Are you ready for Jackson to be gentrified? And somebody asked me, I said, well, what's the alternative? To stay like it is? No, it's just no. Because I mean, the reality of the matter is this. It's coming.
It's coming.
That's the question. That's the question, DJ Mr. Key. Nope. Just telling you what's coming. Already started. You got that right. Is your new mayor going to give the zoo and the airport to the neo on a silver platter? Fondren is Eastover. I go to your door when I'm there. Nice. The district. I'm just saying. Many of us are okay with Jackson being extremely nice and having. I talk to me, Jason. Talk to me now. Because this is what folks think. By asking the question. What I'm not saying is I want things to stay the way that they are and not progress in Jackson. I'm not even making a statement. I'm just asking a question. But what we do is we project and we start thinking somebody's saying something. We get it's nice. Yeah, it is.
Indeed.
It's nice.
Do a show on the Ken.
Oh, it's coming, man. We're gonna have Brother C. We're gonna talk about this. It's gonna be the next subject on Wednesday. He said they're letting South Jackson depreciate way down fast. Each property is on an acre. I'm just saying, like, we got opportunities. It's some dirt cheap money out there, but if we're not gonna pool our resources and go out there and do it ourselves, what happens when other people who come in and buy it up cheap, develop it, invest money into it, and raise the prices up? Because when that happens, it's only a certain socioeconomic level that'll be allowed to be in those areas then. That's just going to are currently there. And
Smart man.
I got to, you know what I'm saying? So I live in the district and love it. You can walk. That's true.
With Jason, I see all that, man. That's whoa.
I mean, we're gonna have to have a conversation. Let's talk about it. I think we all need to be heard. Because this is what you do. When things change and you start seeing things move in a way in a different manner, don't start complaining then. And I'm not saying either way. Look, crime, and nobody is advocating for crime or things to not be. No, we would love for people to just do their jobs and be good at their jobs and take things serious and invest in your community, all that good stuff, man. We love that. But what has happened consistently in Jackson is every time the tax base is, for the most part, have gotten resources and money, we take that money and move into a different county. So you're taking your nice middle class, you know what I'm saying, nice paying job, and we go to Madison. We go to Rankin County. And I'm just saying, I'm not just talking about Jackson. I lived in Austin, Texas, and watched that city become the most. Let me tell you something, TD. I watched the soul of the city just completely change, bro. And the natives hated all the Californians who moved into the city of Austin, and all the relocatees moved into the city of Austin, and it killed the culture. The tech companies moved in, it strangled the soul of this, it strangled the culture. It is something different now. It morphed into this high, expensive place to live. And guess what just happened? Austin is now the California of the South. Because all they did was just jack the prices up. Real estate went up. It drove the market up. And for those who not going to be affected by it, they don't really care. You know what I mean? But I'm just telling you right now, that whole move with the taxes, the state taxes being removed, it's just some things that the things that we love, it's kind of hard to do both. You hope that it doesn't touch things like Jackson State, things like the airport, stuff that we love now. We all right if this family get displaced. We all right with all the other stuff because everybody ain't, we ain't talking about the YNs, the ignorant folk that's out there terrorizing. We're not talking about that. That's got to be done away with regardless, whether it's a new mayor or not. The point that I'm making is it's a conversation that I just want to hear people's thoughts on it because it is kind of seemingly feels like a catch-22 for some people. You know what I mean? Thoughts, Steve? You live in the city of Jackson.
No, not at the moment. It's
all good.
Not at the moment. I mean, you always want to see the city,
of course,
progress and thrive. I mean, I definitely would love. I love the idea of the thought back in the day of the Beale Street type scenario. I mean, more to do, definitely during the football games and that type of atmosphere. I definitely love that thought. What would it take to get there? Ken, Corey. I mean, again, it's those dice I was talking about. I mean, you talking about the airport, you talking about not giving up the airport and just not turning stuff over. I mean, you don't know who's who. And money talks. It's hard to involve yourself because you're not there controlling anything. And that's just kind of how you never know what is being said, what is being done, and what a person's purpose is. Someone just made a comment, about one of the candidates a moment ago. I mean, you never know. I just want the best for Jackson. And whatever the best for Jackson is, that's what it needs to be. I don't care about anything else.
But I don't think that's it's not just, it ain't just black and white like that.
Right. I mean,
you know what I mean? There's a gray area there with that because there are some things that I don't think I can find one person that say they want Jackson. They don't want to see the city of Jackson get better. They don't want crime to dissipate and go away. They don't want the infrastructure to look pretty and
that's what the people doing the crime.
But I'm just saying, like, really, a lot of that stuff stems from lack of resources, though. Most crimes stem from hunger, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's really what it comes down to. Folks ain't eating. You know what I'm saying? And it's a whole lot that goes into it, and it's a much more expansive conversation that we're not gonna have at this very moment. We finna shut this down in the next 2-3 minutes, but I just am curious to have that conversation. She said, as a citizen of the city, we want everyone in other cities around better roads, less crime, working water, better schools, and better shopping and restaurants. That's all they want. That's fair. Absolutely right. It's gonna cost you though.
Exactly. Yeah. It
cost you to give up something.
It's so much, man. It's so much. So, yeah.
It's a multi-layered conversation, and I know this is a conversation we don't want to have because people don't want to get into the politics of it. But we talk about just calling a spade, and it is what it is. People don't hold back when they talk about Chokwe. They always want to talk about Chokwe Is he on the way out, or this and that, or they think they know? But when it comes to the other side, yeah, that person may not necessarily be in an investigation for taking bribes, but that don't mean he can't be bought still. That don't mean his hands can't get greased. And when they're, at least one thing I got to give Showquay fought for the city of Jackson, man. He fought his ass off to keep that money in the city that was given to the water, for the infrastructure for the water. He fought for that airport. He been fighting for things that have been trying to get. Think about it. Why is he? You know, I know the stuff that he said, and I don't live in the city of Jackson no more, so I don't have a dog in this fight. It's my hometown, but I'm not there anymore. So this is on the voters. So go vote tomorrow, man. Go and let your voice be heard. But there are some people that don't care about that other stuff, TD, at the expense of what the sister just said. They won't. And I for one, now I can say this now. I would love to come to Jackson and everything be all beautiful and it look like the district. I ain't got no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna go indulge, TD. I'm gonna go get me some of that. You know
I'll say this, and it's hard to pinpoint it, Ken, because like you just said, there are multiple layers to this, uncovering, deep dives, honesty, trust, palm greasing. I mean, it's just so much to it that you want the best, but you don't know. You never know. You never know what people already agenda is, and what direction they're willing to go. And then you say, like you said, Chuckway did fight for all those things, and that's great. But how much did that also hold back on, other people or political parties contributing to things getting better? I mean, so it's a tug of war. You know what I'm saying? You got to give up this to get that, but then I don't want to give up this because I need that. But and no one wants to give. So what do they do? What do they do? I mean,
under that you just said, therein lies all the answers. We don't know. Don't know. I can't answer. All I know is I'm trying to get me some of that real estate, man, while it's possible.
Yep.
Hey, you better buy it up. Jackson is for sale, baby.
And that's what I'm saying, Carl.
I'm just saying. Yes. I mean, the reality of the matter is that we wish that, but we're operating under a corrupt. Well, look at the government right now, bro. Don't come to me and try to. I'm done because I'm not even sitting and talk politics, but y'all know what it is, man. We sit up here and watch people do all kind of corrupt stuff every day, all day in the government, every day. And we turn a blind eye because we so afraid to say something. I don't want to say this. I don't want to. No, it's corruption. Like we see treason, we see all kind of stuff all day. Like we know this is unprecedented. That what we're seeing. So with that, it has given an arena, man. Like it's given a climate. It's created this climate of extremism and political corruption, bro. That has now is out in the open, and now most aren't willing, TD and Corey, is to go against the system now, go against the power structure. So
right.
It's you kind of in a city like Jackson. Do you want a radical who's going to fight against the power structure? Or do you want someone that's going to conform and be complicit and bend over and give every damn thing away? We're going to look good. But it's going to look like the 60s. It's going to feel like the 60s, but it's going to look good. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just giving out scenarios. It could. We all hope that everything works out the best. But you're right. 8 years and the city is on life support. And if you sit up here and tell me that the city is on life support because of that one man, I'll tell you, I'll look you straight in your eyeballs and tell you're not being all the way honest. To sit back and try to put this on a mayor that operates in a city that's controlled by the governor and all these different come on, man. That stuff that we talking about, that ain't all on the mayor. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. Let's be for real now. But again, I ain't got no dog in this fight. I will soon. Because I'm gonna get me some of that, TD. I'm gonna get me some. You got you some already. I'm gonna give me a little bit too. I gotta give me a little bit before it all get to go away. Because that was the thing. Get in on it. Buy up some. Buy some, y'all. If you got the ability to buy some, we complain about South. Go over there to South Jackson. They got all kinds of stuff for sale. Go buy it. Sit on it. Hold it. And when it comes time for development, you can invest in your own town. You can do whatever. But you know what, TD? One of the things that tends to happen. No, the host. That's what. Yeah, the city leadership has been pretty peachy and been bad. I mean, we laugh about it on the internet. We laugh about the council meetings and all this different goofy stuff that go on. It's really quite embarrassing. You know what I mean? But again, you see people that take the narrative that it's one man that's responsible for the city, and that's what kind of happens. Heavy is the head that wear the crown. When you're the leader of that city, then you also are the face of all of his problems. And I think he understood that. There was some great things that did occur in his administration, and I've seen that brother fight against powers that be in a lot of scenarios and situations, and a lot of times is that we're not there to really defend him or support that because most of us don't really. Some people are just not invested, TD, enough to know, and most don't really give a damn because all they really worry about is their address and their situation. They don't care about the greater, you know what I'm saying?
There has to be a happy medium in how you get to that point. That's
he caused some of the cities, some of the citizens to suffer. I don't know what that means. And I'm not saying to explain it. I'm saying if Brother Fred could be 1,000% right. I'm saying I don't know enough to speak intelligently on that as far as what he's looking at. And when we had a conversation on Wednesday, we can talk about it. And again, it's called being complicit. Comply or die, right? That's always the scenario. Too radical. That's tough, man. That's tough. He had a tough job, but mostly what happens sometimes is when the person you think is the problem is no longer there, you can't blame him no more. So let's see what happens if you change leadership. Trade one set of problems for another set. And that's all I got on that. Brother Celine, you get ready for Wednesday, man. We're going to talk about it. Hey, go vote tomorrow, man. Let your voice be heard in the city. And we'll see what happens, man. I mean, again, I think at the end of the day, all the citizens of Jackson want to see a greater JSU. We do want to see a greater JSU, but we definitely want to see a greater Jackson. I don't like discussing stuff because I always be open-minded. I don't listen to speak when it comes to politics. I listen to get understanding and to have dialogue. Your opinion is your opinion, and at the end of the day, it's not for you to try. I'm not here to convince you and change your mind. I'm not even giving my thoughts. I'm just trying to create dialogue and learn some of the stuff that you may be able to educate me on. But in the end, we all want to see Jackson be its greatest version of itself. Because last time I was there, TD, get where I been? Allen Mookie's. I was at Eudora. I'm there. I go to the district. I go to the manship to give me some, you know what I'm talking about? I'm in these spots. That's where I go. M-Bar. They got some spots over there in the city of Jackson that I frequent when I'm there. I'm looking for the best stuff. Iron Horse Grill right there by the school. You know, you pick your spots, man. But if Jackson looked like Madison, we all would be happy. Just get Jack State a beautiful stadium over there on campus too. Hey, give us a beautiful stadium over there, dog. Or we can spruce up the vet. Also on Wednesday, research the boycott of Target and so-called leadership asking Black fathers. I'm gonna let you talk about that with EA. Hey, family. Hey, man, it was a great show. D-Core C, man, it was good seeing you, bro, on the live show. We got a couple of interviews coming up this week. We got Ace Meadows and brother Alex. We'll get him on. The easiest thing in the world to do is get someone to see your point of view, but the hardest thing to say, hey, man, I don't even try to change people's opinion no more, brother. I learned that from being a LeBron fan. I'm just telling you, like, there's no way I can make you like LeBron if you don't like that dude. Most people in dialogue, because this is what social media has done for people. It has killed the interpersonal skills of many people. People listen to speak and don't really listen for understanding. You know, they don't listen to have true dialogue. And I don't try to convince nobody or nothing. Like, I ain't gonna. Yeah, you just kind of let people speak their piece and let's get done. Let's go get some chicken wings or something, man. Because you're gonna leave, and now what I ain't gonna do is leave frustrated because you said something that I didn't agree with. And I ain't that serious. You see what you see, and if I respect you, I can have a respectful level of dialogue. I don't have conversations with emotionally charged people that lose their. I used to be that way. I started off on this show. Thank you. Somebody told me last week, they're like, man, you have really grown. I was like, man, I got better. Used to be all emotional and stuff. Somebody disagreed, like the stuff that would like happen tonight. Like Brother Marion, that probably would have triggered me back in the day. But nowadays, it's like, man, you have your opinion, bro. I respect you. Just be respectful, though. As long as we're respectful, we don't have to agree. What y'all got before we get out of this thing? I'll give y'all the last word. I'm done.
TD.
Don't forget we got baseball coming up on the 25th, 26th, 27th, playing Alcorn, coming down to the last of the season. You know what I'm saying? Go out and support Coach Omar and his team. I think the season end May 10th. So, well,
we got to get in that SWAC tournament too.
SWAC tournament, so May 17th. So go out and support the Tigers. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you for watching. Hit the like, subscribe button. Go over to Tiger Talk TV. Check out those dope interviews by D-Core C, and follow those guys on our social media, man. Good content.
Hey, don't forget to purchase your fan rings. Go to JSUTigers.com. We got until May 15th. May 15th. Order your fan rings or your fan pendant. Is that a pendant? Is that what it is? Corey, what you got, brother?
And that's it, man. You guys, everybody out there, just be sure to follow the show and tell every Tiger that
Hey, man, y'all make sure you in the chat, man. If you're watching this is not live, go to www.KC-1400collective.com. Sign up to the collective. Looking to continue. We're trying to get to 500 members. Shout out to everyone who has signed up. Like, share, subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, do me a favor. The show is finna be over, but go to KC-1400 Media on YouTube, click the like button, click the share button, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Join the channel. If you're watching on X, go over to YouTube and do the same. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Family, that's all we got tonight, man. Great show. Again, we're excited. We're happy that Brother Nate decided to stay a Tiger. And we'll be back. Brother C. Lee join us on Wednesday. We're going to chop it up, man, see how the city went, see how the runoff went, and we're going to talk all about this. Don't run from it now. Don't run from it. If you're out there on Facebook, go to YouTube and click the link and come on up here and talk. Let's talk. We're going to be respectful. We ain't trying to tear nobody's character down, but if you want to join the conversation, do so. That's all we got tonight, y'all. Y'all know what it is. D.I. Love.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Peace out, everybody.
Great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.
ShotRx is bringing healthcare to you. With our mobile health team, we can come to your school, church, or business to take care of you. We offer childhood immunizations, COVID and flu vaccinations, physicals, and much more. Don't put your health off. Welcome to Care and Compassion. Welcome to ShotRx.
Hello, I'm Kevin Dent, Jackson State University, safety, Canton, Ohio. Today I'm being inducted to the Black College Hall of Fame. I want to give a shout out to KC-1400 Media Group for giving me this platform to introduce me to this stage. I'd like to thank them, thank Jackson State and Jackson State family. Go Tigers.
Hey, this True Thompson. True, you gotta get a word for Tiger Nation, man. I love y'all. Tiger Nation. Do y'all love? Go Tigers, baby. Appreciate it.